your watercolour painting. So whether you're a beginner or an advanced artist, I've got some fantastic watercolour techniques that will get you started and take you even further on your watercolour journey. So join me, Matthew Palmer, for my shows on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Sue Trangmar and I started Daisy Chain Designs 20 years ago. Back in the day there were very few quilt patterns in the marketplace, and so I started to bring patterns into the UK from America and Australia, and along the way I've been lucky enough to work with some fantastic British designers, and that is what really the essence of Daisy Chain Designs are. At Daisy Chain Designs, we're passionate about sewing and quilting. We design projects that hopefully will inspire you to pick up your needle and thread and have a go. We have great fun in designing things from the very start, and then the end product is always very exciting when you actually see it made. So don't miss the Daisy Chain Design shows on Hochanda.
Hello and good morning. Right, it's a happy hour. Literally, pretty much everything on the show is a happy hour deal, and you know what that means. Of course you do. So for this hour only, we've got huge discounts. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm slightly obsessed with MDF because of what you can do with it. But don't let me tell you about MDF. Let me introduce you this morning to Mel. Hi, Mel.
Morning.
Morning. We were just chatting about how much we love getting up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Right, but we're going to start off with some really, really good MDF products, as I said, on a happy hour deal. So do get ahead on the website, shop ahead. So first off, we're starting with some really cool crates, actually. I like the shape of them. So, do they fit together, do they?
Yeah, so they interlock so that you haven't got that
I
slide.
like that.
So it's not going to slide off.
Yeah. Good for your fruit and veg, this.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Good for your fruit and veg. Keep it all that. It's because my dad wants to go down the allotment, but my mum won't let him.
Oh, OK.
So that's in my mind. But yeah, so they slot together. So we're getting one large and two sort of medium, would you say?
Yeah, sort of A5.
Yeah.
An A4 and two A5s.
And they look very easy to put together, is that the case?
They're really easy to put together. There is a little element on the bottom that stops it sliding off the top. But I'm going to show you that.
Excellent. So there you go, you get in. So two of them have been put together, and then you can see they'll come to you flat packed, but really nice and easy, as we just said. And I know I'm going to sound like I'm droning on, but MDF is brilliant because you can do so much with it. You can cover it in paints and papers and spritzers and whatever you want.
Everything, as long as you prime your MDF.
Yeah.
You can use anything on it.
Excellent stuff. Right then, so as you can see, £16.99. What's the saving on that? Sorry, £3 saving for this hour. Item number is 325806. Then we move along to, again, we've got some assorted sizes of your MDF crates. So again, you've got your sort of large, your medium, and your small.
Yeah, and we've kind of thought ahead a little bit, where we want to, people are thinking coming out of lockdown and everything, and we're getting back to craft fairs and things. So we're trying to give you stuff that you can craft, but then you can gift or you can sell on your craft stalls.
That's a lovely idea. I mean, these are the sorts of things as well, because we were working together the other week, weren't we? And you just put a nice bit of tissue paper in, put some lovely, like, smellies, if you know what I mean, some shampoos, conditioners, things like that. And that would look really, really cool. Now, OK, we've got some samples. This is a cool one for dog treats.
Yes, yeah.
How adorable's that? Wrapping it in cellophane, that looks really nice.
Really nice baby gift.
Yes.
Yeah.
When we can go to baby showers again. I've got one here that is, I love this because it's been done like really nice and steampunky. Yeah, love that. So what's that, bit of texture paste through a stencil?
I actually think it might be paper.
Oh, is it?
Yes, I do. It's one of my design team did it, so
Yeah.
I can't take the credit for it.
No, it's lovely. I like that. But that's the thing again about MDF, because it's so forgiving, you can put your own stamp on it. You can do what you like with it, make it look pretty or grungy or whatever. So for the 3 crates, £13.99. Again, you've got a £3 saving only up until the end of the hour. Item number is 523953. Then we move on to some lovely heart tags. And so the holes have been drilled in so that we can hang them if we want to.
That's right. So you can hang them, or you can cover the hole with your papers, whatever you're using on them. But as well, they're quite nice if you layer them up as well.
Yeah.
And hang them.
Because you absolutely can. Or if you do a bit of, what about heart bunting?
Yes, heart bunting.
Would be nice.
And I
That'd be nice.
think you might be able to make a mouse
Oh.
with them. I think you can. I think one of my design team have made a mouse.
Oh. What, so like sideways?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
so
that's cute.
yeah. So they've added something else to make a mouse.
Oh, I wish we had the sample.
Yeah,
It's
I
not-
know. I don't have the sample. It's on its way next time.
Next time, that would be so cool. But you've got 3 different sizes. Oh, hang on. So are this some of them put together? Or some of them might be. There we go. So we've got some assorted sizes I can see here. There you go. You could put them like that if you wanted to. Now you're getting 30 in total. Look, now this is a really good happy hour deal because it's half price. You are saving £12. It's just £11.99. So half price, you're getting 30. That is a really good deal. Again, only up until 8 a.m. Item number 633109. Then we move on to our, I like this, it's a box of assorted shapes, just bits and bobs that you can practice on.
You can practice on, if you're doing your art boards, you can use them as bits on your art board. And there's some quite nice bits in there, so, you know, all the boxes vary.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're lucky, you might get a cog
Yeah,
or a
there's one here.
circle or a heart, a square. There's all sorts in there.
Yeah, and some have got holes in. Some you might find will have a little bit of etching on. What's the word? Where it's been laser cut, you know.
It's like engraved a little bit.
Thank you, that's
Yeah.
the word. It is very early. I've got to get
There's
the
like
word
little Scrabble tiles there.
These ones?
Yeah, so they're really cool.
Yeah, they are, aren't they? You could put, if you've got your alphabet stamps and you could personalise, put somebody's name on, because they're lightweight enough, they'll still go on cards.
They will, yes.
Yeah, lovely. So it's literally an assortment. What else have we got in here? I'm just having a nice old rummage.
Yeah.
Hang on. Tags, we've got loads of tags. It's fabulous. There you go. So a real assortment. It's just £12.99. You've got a £7 saving, only up until the end of the hour. Item number is 447491. Next then, we've got, look, this is a bumper pack. We've got tags, we've got hearts, we've got, there's loads more. Look, 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 look. Oh, bless. Right, Molly's put one of each thing behind the counter. So you're going to get loads of circles with holes in. You're going to get, I really like what do we call them? Door tags?
Door hangers, I
Door
believe.
hangers,
Yeah,
yeah.
door hangers. 'Cause
I
they
love
hang,
them.
don't they?
So again, yeah, true. So again, you can personalise these. I know lots of kids like to have them on their door saying it's Billy's room or...
That's
you
right,
know.
and it saves putting anything on the actual door.
Good point, especially
Yeah.
if you're renting.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to ruin
Yeah.
anything. So look, we've got ones that are shaped like this. And then we've got plaques like this, so nice signs. And of course, you've got the holes at the side, so you could put some twine through.
Yeah, and you can extend them so you can have like 3.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like a triptych sort of
Yes.
thing. Yeah, I like that. You've got ones that are shaped like this, which is cool. You've got some oval ones, very nice. I mean, even things, if you varnish it, can we put it outside, do you think?
Yes, as long as it's an outdoor varnish.
Yeah.
Then yeah, definitely.
Because I'm thinking, like, you know, you get the plaques in the garden and all of that.
Beware of the dog.
Yeah, yes. I love that. We've got hearts, a couple of different shaped hearts. So there's absolutely oodles there. Look at that. So 20 plaques, 15 door hangers, and 30 round tags. They're all in there. That is amazing. all for £19.99, and you're saving a whopping £15. Item number is 921271. Okie dokie. Moving down then, we've got our, now I like this because I've seen this before. This is the Honey and Bee collection.
It is. I love this. Bees are quite special to us.
Oh, 100%.
So we want to protect the bees. So we just thought, oh, what better way than like to help promote that than do something in MDF?
I take royal jelly every day, so without the bees, I wouldn't have it.
Oh.
I was prescribed that.
Oh, well done.
Just that you wanted to know that at 7 or 8 in the morning. So you've got, what's nice as well is, we often talk about this, is don't throw away the waste either.
Oh no, because those little hexagons pop out and you can use them.
Yeah.
So as little tiles or a mosaic. Anything like that. So we have got a sample.
Yes, look at this. This is nice. How cool is this? And of course, so I'm looking, and some of them have been doubled up because you do get so many hexagons.
Oh, so many.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a really cool piece of wall art. That is really nice. Stunning. So in this kit, then, pop that back. You're going to get your honeycombs. You've got art boards. You've got your door hangers, you've got tags, you've got so much. But I love the fact that you've got the bees and the honey pot and the little drizzler. I think that's what it's called, isn't it? Little honey drizzler.
Is it a Twizzler?
Oh, is it?
I think it might be. I think I'm...
Oh, but Katie's on it. She's going to have a look on the
so,
search engine. So, yeah, but the honey thing.
Yeah.
That drizzler. Or dippers, apparently. But I like Twizzler.
Yeah.
Let's just do
twizzle,
that.
Don't you?
Yeah. Right then, so for your lovely bee collection, but it's not just the bees, as I said, you've got loads and loads of tags and everything. Just £14.99, £5 here, saving. Your item number is 325277. And then we move on to some stencils. Lots of different fonts, so very good for, you can mix and match as well with the fonts.
Definitely, and what I like about these is that not only have you got the alphabet, you do have the matching numbers on the stencils as well.
Excellent.
And then you've got a stencil with larger numbers, so if you're doing that special birthday card or that special birthday plaque or a house number or anything like that, you've got the larger numbers for that.
Excellent. So there you go. You can see it. Where's better? Hang on. Let's just destroy the pack shop. Okay, let's do that. Right. So there are your larger numbers, and then you've also got a bit of punctuation.
Yes.
Marvellous.
Always important.
This is important. Then we've got, this one's a bit more of a funky alphabet.
Yeah, I think that's like your old school.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know,
isn't
you used to get the fridge magnets when with your kids and that when you were little. So I think that's kind of like that.
Love it. And then this one I really like because it's very swirly. It's very arty.
Yeah, that's my favourite one.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I really like that. Very arty. I like all the swirls on that. And then we've got some more down the front. So we're still going here. Here we go. So that's almost like computer graphics.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And like I said, you not only get the alphabet on there, you get the numbers that match your alphabet.
Yeah, amazing, which is good. I like matching things, like underwear. And then, is it too early? And then this one, again, quite a nice funky font.
Yeah, it's quite bold, that one.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I like that one.
And then last but not least, so we're still going, let's bring this one in. There we go. Oh, so this one they're sort of, oh no, not negatives, what's the word? But they haven't got you can draw them in, I suppose, you know, like the shape of the D. Do you see what I'm trying to say?
I know what you mean. It's like the background bit.
Thank you. Yes, that works.
There is a word for it, but I don't know what it is.
No.
And I'm not doing that again.
All good. Anyway, so you've got all of them, 6 of them in total. We'll sort this pack shot out in a second, but it was just important so you can really see the style. £14.99, half price. £15 saving for those. You can't have too many in there, as in your alphabets. 774204, and then now a lovely bit of lace. And what's nice is, first off, obviously you can leave it in it's got an antique feel.
Yes, like vintagey.
That's the word. But also because it's neutral, you can colour it with your alcohol markers and things.
You can, and it's a really nice, soft lace.
It is.
And you can put your structure paste and things on it as well.
Oh, that's a good point.
To stiffen it if you're using it on your art boards or anything.
I like that idea. It's good stuff. So you're getting 4 rolls of lace. Do we know how much is on it?
It's quite a lot. I think it's about a metre or half.
What do we reckon?
Half a metre. A metre.
I think this looks like a metre.
A metre of each. I'm sure it's a
like
metre of each.
What do you think, everybody at home? Anyway, you're getting this much.
It's very
times
early.
4.
I'm confused.
There you go. Lovely, but it's really pretty lace, this. I mean, you can use it in your sewing projects, not just for your crafty card making or whatever, or your mixed media. Right then, that is just £9.99 for the 4 rolls, saving £5. Item number is 081760. Loads more on the website, but I know you want to see the demonstrations. We've got tons of red liner tape. We've got crackle mediums on a happy hour deal. We've got your white effects, ice effects there. Some wonderful gilding flakes. There's gesso. What else? Crackle medium, which I'm obsessed with. Blackboard paint is there. Anyway, there's loads and loads that are on a happy hour deal only up until the end of this hour at 8 a.m. Mel is going to be back at 10 a.m. With a different focus. Is that also a happy hour then?
Yes.
Excellent. So make sure you're joining her then. But check out your baskets now before you miss out on any of these great deals. Right, over to you then, Mel.
So I'm going to put together one of your trays. So I'm only going to put one together just to show you. Don't put it together upside down, Mel. To show you how easy they go together, and to show you the little mechanism on the bottom. So this is always the most awkward bit because it's better to turn it over so you can see what you're doing.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Just slots in perfectly.
Slots together beautifully. So that's the beauty of MDF, the laser cutter. It's just perfect fit every time.
It's precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, and I'm using our lovely MDF glue.
Yeah.
So people always ask us, what glue do we use on MDF? So we sourced and produced our own little pot of MDF glue.
Yay, we've got it here. We're just putting it onto the screen, actually. There's something very satisfying when it slots into place. I know that sounds really sad, but you know.
Just that click.
Yeah, £9.98, and you're getting. Right, so is this right? So you're getting your gilding and glitter glue. Oh no, this is the wrong thing we're talking about. I was going to say.
That's your gilding glues.
Yeah, no, we want the MDF glue.
We want the MDF glue.
You'll find it on the website. Have a look under crafty deckers.
I think you get a pack of 2.
Yeah.
There. So this little bit on the bottom of your tray is the bit that stops it moving around.
Okay.
So put your MDF glue on there. Just put the lid back on. So the important bit about this is don't put these side bits on first. Put the short edges.
Why is this?
On first, because
because
the side bits are slightly shorter.
Okay.
So if you put the side bits on first, you won't get these bits in.
You won't slot them in. I got you.
Okay, so those bits then, once you've got those bits in, are a nice snug fit to the sides.
Yeah, nice.
So you see you've got a little lip there.
Yeah.
And that stops the tray from moving around. So that's your little tray.
That's cute.
It's very cute, isn't
It
it?
is.
I like it. I like the idea of your fruit and veg.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. So as with MDF, all our MDF, we want to prime. Gesso. Prime. So the reason we prime is because MDF is such a porous surface.
Yeah.
Your expensive products will soak straight in. So if you prime, you're going to use less of your expensive paints. So you'll see when I start to put this on here, it soaks straight in. This gesso is lovely. It's a really nice...
it's a huge tub.
A nice thick gesso.
And look at that coverage, straight on. Really good.
So you don't need a lot,
No.
but this just seals your MDF.
No, that's good to know. We've got this MDF. Look at the size of this beauty. Look at that. White gesso is at the bottom of the screen. 500 mils you get in there. It's £9.99. Really good deal. We've got a saving on that today. Yeah, there is a saving on that. Good.
And what I also like about it is it's not a screw lid. It's a click-clack lid. So, like that.
Yeah.
And then if you hold it upside down, don't squeeze it when you're holding it upside down, unless you want it to come out.
I know what you mean.
But it's got like a little, what's this?
Oh, I can't think of the word.
The word. It's like a flexi thing in there, isn't it? Silicone, maybe? Silicone thing?
I know what you're saying, but
yeah,
it'll...
stops it coming out
That's
unless
right,
you
stops
squeeze
it
it.
dripping.
So really good if you go to craft clubs and that in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will see that that is going to soak in, starting to soak in already into your MDF, and then you can apply your paint.
Yeah.
But because we don't have too long,
Oh,
here's one I
repeat
did
this
earlier.
slowly.
So,
What have you used there?
so I've just used acrylic paints. So I painted the inside black and I painted the outside in a bright yellow acrylic. And then I used a luster paint
Oh, nice.
over the top just to give it that kind of,
Wonderful shine.
yeah, sort of shine. But it's kind of like a dirty yellow then, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what you're
It's
saying.
you know, so. And also I have stamped onto here as well. So I've used my stamp, and on little parts of the beehive I've used my crackle. But I'm going to show you the crackle. And my honeycomb. Now I did all this because it won't dry in time to show you.
No, that's all right.
So I've used my honeycomb and I've put some little bits of lavender in there.
Real lavender?
Yeah, and then I've sealed it.
Oh,
I've
cute.
Is it called encapsulate?
Yes, that's a good word.
The word of the day.
Yeah.
With our glossy effects, and that
Oh.
just holds it all in there.
Oh, I find that fascinating. I've never thought about using lavender and things like that on MDF. What a nice idea.
I just thought bees, lavender,
Absolutely.
you know. So, and
Does
then
it still have its smell, or do you, has the effect sort of like...
No.
No.
Sealed it in.
I was just curious, But that's a lovely idea.
So I just wanted to show you all the different mediums that we have.
Oh, yeah, they're so good.
Oh, I'm not going to use a new pot. Don't use a new pot. Use your old pot first. So this is our beautiful crackle medium.
Right, how does this work? Is it just one pot?
It's
part?
just one pot, so
Excellent.
you don't need lots of different layers. So the rule of thumb with this is PCP. So paint, crackle, paint.
Oh, I like that. PCP.
PCP.
It's official.
It's official. It sounds very policeman-y.
Oh, PC.
So don't be stingy with your crackle. If you
Lay it
want
on really thick.
well, not too thick, but different sort of a thin bit, a thick bit, a thin bit. Don't try and get it even all the way across, because it will give you a really nice different crackle all the way along.
Yeah.
Rather, if you spread it out too thin, you'll get a very fine crackle, which is fine if that's what you want.
Yeah.
But I always like it to be
No, I want to see the crackles.
like, yeah, and to see the colour underneath.
Mm.
That would do. Right, now you need to let that dry. So we're going to put that to one side for a minute.
Okay.
Don't force dry your crackle. You need to let that air dry until it's tacky, and then you can paint on top of it. If you force dry it, it won't work.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, but you can force dry your paint,
Yeah.
but not your crackle medium.
Right. Good to know
Okay,
that.
so I'm going to move that one across. And I've got some other bits I did earlier.
Amazing.
So my large box.
Yep.
Okay, so where are we? So, and remember, with your small box, so one side I've put the honeycomb on, which has to be the outside piece.
Right.
Because if you put it on the inside piece as well, your boxes aren't going to go together.
Oh, okay.
Because they do snug, they're a snug fit.
Yeah.
So just one side, the outside. But on your bottom box, it doesn't matter.
Right.
But you can purchase extra ones of these. So if you wanted to stack them up, so your bottom one, you wouldn't have to put the lip on, but the ones above that you would have to put the lip on.
Okay.
But they are available to purchase separately.
Lovely.
Okay, so I have crackled my honey pot and my Twizzler.
Yeah, I like it. Twizzler's good.
That's what I'm sticking to.
So you've crackled it. Are you all right to lift it up a little bit?
Can you see there?
Oh, I love the crackles. So cool, because it makes it look really like, you know, it's old, it's been in the family.
It's an old pot. Yeah, an old honey pot.
That's
passed down.
Because to be fair, I don't know if many people have honey pots anymore, even though they're really cool.
No, a lot of honey comes in squeezy things now,
They
doesn't
are.
it? Yeah.
But Molly's just said in my ear, her grandma still does.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? And she's just said to me that she had to go and buy a Twizzler for her.
Oh, bless.
I like that.
You get them in gift sets and that at Christmas and things, don't you?
Garden centres, I think you'll find them.
Yeah. We have a place near where we live called Quint's Honey Farm.
Oh, sounds great.
And it's brilliant. You can take the kids and they can help do the bees.
Yeah.
And learn and make beeswax candles and things like that.
Oh, that sounds so good.
So it's a really cool place.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I'm going to put this. I'm going to put this on the edge. So I'm going to put this bit on the edge here. And I've also, with the Twizzler, I've used our glossy accents. Ooh, where are you? Our
Just
glossy accents.
There it is.
There to give it a nice shine.
Oh, yes. Very good.
On top of the crackle. But I am going to show you all the mediums, but I just had to do these previously so because they don't dry in time for the studio. Because it's not always warm in here.
This is a running theme with me, don't get me started.
Sometimes it's freezing. So I've stuck that on the end there. Just to...
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that looks so lovely.
It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Then this was an accident.
What was?
This, can you see the hexagons there? They're hive.
Yeah.
So it was. So I thought I would use my. Once I popped all the hexagons out, I would use the MDF as a stencil for structure paste.
Yeah.
But then when I did it, I thought, oh no, that structure paste is a bit thick. So I scraped it off.
Right.
And that's what I was left with.
Yeah, but I actually
quite like it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm like, what's wrong with this?
And then I put the structure paste back in the pot.
Oh, there you go. Haven't
so
wasted
there's no
anything.
waste. So if you want to give it a go, that's what I did there.
No,
so
I like it
just
because it sort of lifted the paint a little bit, so you can still see it.
Yeah, I just thought it was really cool effect.
Yeah.
And I didn't waste any structure paste.
Nice.
So, and I've done a bee. Again, I've used my glossy accents on him.
I like it. Look, I like the wings.
I've used a spritz for the wing. So I've spritzed the wings and then I've used the glossy effects over the top to give him a nice shine. So he's going on the side. So, oh yeah, I was saying about the Quint's Honey Farm. So you can get the Twizzlers and the honey pots and everything there. You can buy all that kind of...
That's cool. Other honey farms are available.
Yeah, that's just one where I live. They're all over the country.
Are they? To be fair, I've never really looked for one, but I should do, because it's like you're saying, should...
Have you seen the beehives in the fields as you're driving?
No.
So if you're driving down the motorway or anything and you see these yellow boxes, sometimes they're usually yellow, but I have seen blue boxes as well.
Yeah.
Randomly put in a field.
Oh.
They are honey. They're hives.
I did not know this.
So yeah, the farmers are trying to get more bees.
Yeah, increase the
population. So they are putting little hives in the fields.
I love all this information. Every day's a school day, you know. I like that. That's cute. Look at that. And of course, the glue will dry clear too.
The glue dries clear, and it's really quick drying as well. But it's not just, I use it for everything now. So I use it on my papers and everything. You just haven't got that wiggle room with it.
Because it grabs so quick.
It grabs quite quickly. Okay. So you've got probably half a minute, 30 seconds to get it where you want it. And then it dries.
Excellent.
So it's nice, strong glue.
Nice.
Okay, so those are your trays. That crackle's not quite dry yet. We're coming back to that. So they slot on top of each other really nicely. I'm not going to leave it there for too long because I don't want my crackle to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's your trays.
Marvellous. Shall I do a quick recap?
Yes, you do a recap and I'll get some bits together.
Excellent stuff. So if you are just joining us, this is a happy hour. You have got only half an hour remaining to get all of these lovely goodies on a really good deal, basically. Okay, first off then, let me show you some extra large boards because we can't fit everything out. We've got so many happy hour deals. Okay, so you're getting 4 A3 boards, nice and large, and 8 A4 boards. £17.99 with a whopping £7 saving. Is that right? Okay, monitor's too far away. Item number is 643. No, it's not even 64533. Then we've also got some large MDF tags. 20 of them. So nice, you know, so many people, you know, ATCs are getting really popular again. Same thing with tags, I think. People are sending tags with lovely, thoughtful messages on and all sorts of things. Now, this is half price. It's just £9.99. You've got a £10 saving for 20 tags. Item number is 377789. Lovely. Now, we've got some mediums displayed here. Where should we start? Should we start up here? Yeah? Okay. So this is the only item that's not on a happy hour deal, but everything else is on the show. But it's fabulous. Now, can I just ask you, Mel, again, just to explain the difference between the white one and the pinky one?
Oh, the ICFX.
The gilding,
the gilding glues.
Yes.
So the pink one is for glass and metal. And the white one is for every other surface.
I like that. So pink one, glass.
Yeah.
I love that. There's some lovely ones here that you've done. Can I just...
Yeah, so you paint it on and it's pink and then you leave it to dry.
Yeah.
But when I say dry, it goes really tacky.
Right.
But clear.
Okay.
And then it will stay tacky for 48 hours. Although I did one last week when I was here, and I've got it today and it's still tacky. So it might stay tacky for longer, depending on where you keep it.
Nice.
But the 48 hours, definitely.
Cool.
And the white one goes tacky within a few minutes for your MDF or your paper and card.
Excellent. £9.98. It's good stuff, this. I love the fact that you can pop stuff onto glass. Love that. Item number is 593. I think that was 833. Thank you. Next then. Okay, we've got our double-sided tape. Now, this is like industrial rolls, right? Love these. So, do you reckon is this like A4 size almost?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? That's brilliant. So, if you want to make your sheet of cards into glitter card, then you could do that. That's brilliant. And then you've got this one as well. So they're both coming together. So what have we got? So this is the extra wide double-sided tape. You've got your 210 millimetres by 10 metres on that roll. And the smaller one is 20 metres. That's incredible. Again, this is half price, only up until the end of the hour. Good stuff. These are your essentials, really. So do top up on them. £14.99 is all you're paying for the next half an hour. Then next we've got the red liner tape. I'm obsessed with this as well because I'd love to make my gift boxes. I always use red liner tape with glue as well, but I just think it's just such a good adhesive. Just don't do what I did once and leave them on the windowsill in the sun without any baking paper between them.
Oh, they go really sticky.
But anyway, you're getting 20 of these rolls. Really good deal. Oh, so, right, you're getting, what is this? 4 12 metres, 4 9 metres. Are we talking millimetres, though?
Yeah.
I was going to say, this doesn't make sense. Hang on. Right. 12 millimetres. That's your thicker one. 9 millimetres, 6 millimetres, and 3 millimetres. That's what you're getting. I hope this made sense. £12.99. We're all rubbish on earlies. £7 saving. Item number is 221112. Where should we go? Crackle medium. This is a big tub here. Really good tub. Look at that. And it gives you that antique crackle effect. You've got a 250 millimetre pot. £5 off. Excellent stuff. I love the fact that it's not in 2 parts either. Just whack it on. So PCP, remember? Paint, crackle, paint. I'm going to remember that. I like that saying. £9.99 there. Item number is 710947. Next then you've got your lovely icy effects, and that's a holographic medium. That's cool stuff too. Again, a 250ml pot. £9.99 with a £5 saving once more, only until 8 AM. Item number is 956983. Next then we've got our white icy effects. It's lovely because it's like snow on there, isn't it? Yeah.
Frosty kind of feeling, doesn't it?
Lovely
We've had a few frosts the last few mornings at home.
To be fair.
So, and it looks exactly like that.
Nice. All right then, so for your white icy effect, again, you've got another £5 saving. It's £9.99. Item number is 775347. Are we going back over here? Okay, then we've got our gilding flakes. You're getting all 3 of these. And let me tell you, if you are new to gilding flakes, there's so much more than you think that's in there. Literally, when you open it up, it's like, poof, it's amazing. They're telling me to open it. I don't think Ben, our floor manager, would appreciate it. But so you've got your silver, your gold, and your sort of copper effect. And of course, you can mix them if you want to. You've got a £6 saving on these. That's really good. £11.99. Are you basically getting one for nothing-ish? Yeah, pretty much. So it's almost, because it's almost-ish 3 for 2 there. Okay, good stuff. £11.99. Item number is 046241. Next, we've got the white gesso. This humongous bottle, 500 millimetres, 500 mils there. You've got your white gesso. Love that. Really good for priming your MDF and all sorts of other things. So 500 mils. Lovely. £9.99 with a £5 save. I mean, £9.99 for all of that. And a little, we've seen the coverage. Like, hardly used any, and you don't need to do a second coat, so it's good stuff. Item number is 397417. Then the glossy effect. So if you like that shiny, which I like, and you're not just getting the one, you're getting the 2 bottles, 82 mils each, and it's £9.99 with a £4 saving. 121675. Last but not least, the blackboard paint. Blackboards, that really takes me back to school, but I like that because then you can literally turn your MDF into a blackboard and get your chalk on it. You can do your notes for the day, can't you?
You can, your
Wipe
shopping
it off.
list.
Say that again,
Shopping
sorry.
list.
Shopping list.
Wi-Fi
really
code, because
Yeah.
that's always changing.
That is a good one. Yes, it is. Nice. Oh, apparently, seriously? A whole wall? Wow. So there's a lovely couple that work here in the building, and apparently in their home they have an entire wall that is a blackboard. Great for kids. Well, Andy is a big kid. He won't mind saying that. And apparently he draws lots of naughty pictures. This is what I learn at 7 in the morning. Right. £12.99. What's that saving? 3? £3, lovely. Item number is 016460. Now, do have a look at the website. We've got loads more on there. Again, I'm going to urge you, because you're pretty much getting up to 20 minutes left to get all of these lovely bargains. There's so many MDF. Have you seen all of these reviews, actually? Really good reviews. You've got your assortment of MDF, you've got your tags, stencils, as you can see, and then we come on to all the mediums that we've just gone through. Your crackles, your icy effects. Oh, I love the gilding flakes, they're great. Okie dokie. Oh, by the way, I mean, I know we're running out of time a little bit, but if you fancy, if you're very sprightly this morning, and if you've got any of the Crafty Devils MDF and you've been making some projects, do send your pictures in, because we love to have a look. Send your pictures to studio@hochanda.com, or you can pop them on our Facebook page. Right, how are you getting on, Mel?
I'm playing.
You're playing?
I'm playing. I love playing. I like getting messy. I've just noted out, Alex.
Yeah.
Have you got your slippers on?
No, they're shoes.
Have you not?
No.
My mum always used to wear slippers like that. But
They're shoes.
Right, so I'm going to show you our gilding flake glue. So this is one that I painted last time I was here, which was last Saturday.
Yeah, it was. But didn't we work together? Didn't we do this together?
I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
I can remember.
But I thought it was really cool using the effects.
Yeah, but it's still sticky.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, so...
It's got a really good open time.
Yeah, so, but when you paint it on, if you're going onto glass, I would use a paintbrush, because you want to spread it out and you don't want it to run in different places, and you'll get an even layer. Don't worry about the bubbles.
Yeah.
They're not going to affect anything. So I didn't do the stem, so I'm just doing this for my next show.
Oh, that's all right.
So, and then you would leave that to dry.
Cool.
But when I say dry, I don't mean dry, I mean go tacky.
Yeah, go tacky.
Okay.
Mel, just for 1 second, because we realise we need to sort your mic out a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, what are we recapping? Oh, great. Now the system's crashed. I'll just have a chat to you. We've got, what would you like? Adhesives? Do you want to talk about adhesives? Let's do this. Could somebody get me a coffee? Okay, so our system's not working. Let's talk about freedom. This is excellent, excellent. Let's do this.
Have you heard of Hochanda Freedom? Did you know that as a Hochanda Freedom member, you could be making savings on every order you place? For just £5.97 a month, you will benefit from selected Freedom member discounts and complimentary standard delivery on every order you place. You will also receive our exclusive Hochanda Freedom members badge, regular newsletters, giveaways and crafty updates. If you shop with Hochanda more than twice a month, then Freedom is for you. Don't forget, your Freedom membership is flexible, so you can pause it if you're going away, or you can cancel it at any time. So what are you waiting for? Give us a call or head to the website, quoting item number 88888, and join Hochanda Freedom today.
Hello. So we still don't have any graphics, which is fine, but Mel's mic is fixed. Let's go back to you, Mel.
I'm all fixed. So now I'm just opening up our lovely gilding flakes. And when I say gilding flakes, they're jumbo flakes,
they are,
really.
Aren't they?
Because if you undo them very gently, some of them are massive. And this is, I can't believe this is actually working, if I'm honest. Because like I said, I put this stuff on last time I was here.
Yeah.
And it's still tacky.
That's amazing. So it's definitely. So where did you leave the glass? Just somewhere in the studio?
No, I put it in the box that it came in,
oh, right.
and took it home and left it in my car.
Ah.
So, yeah, so it's had all different kind of heat elements.
Yeah.
So it's been warm and then cold and then warm when I whack the heating up. I'm one of those people that can't just put the heating up by half a degree or anything. If I'm cold, I just whack it right up.
Oh, Mel, you see, you make my heart sing. I literally broil myself like I'm in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
I hate being cold. It's not my cup of tea. Mark always gets in the car and goes, why have you got the heat up so high?
Yeah, my other half's the same.
Yeah.
Love that.
Because I'm cold. Right.
You will find these fabulous gilding flakes on the website. Again, apologies because... okay.
Are we
Okay,
back?
Katie's on it. They might be back. Look, these are the gilding flakes. So you're getting the silver, the gold and the copper. Again, you can mix them if you want to and create a nice effect. £11.99, and from memory, I think you've got a £6 saving. Excellent. Item number is 046241. Excellent. So you're just burnishing that now, aren't you?
Yeah, and then I just want to show you, because I've got lots of other bits that I want to show you. I know we're running out of time, so I'm just
11 minutes, Molly told me.
So I'm only using a bit of tissue to do this. I'm
Yeah.
not nothing fancy.
That's good.
And just rub it. And you can see the effect that it'll give you.
It gets really shiny, doesn't it?
It does get really shiny.
Yeah.
It's like you're polishing brass
Yeah.
or something like we used to do before we decided that was too much hard work.
Lovely stuff.
So that's that one. And then I was playing with our other flake and glitter glue onto MDF, and I've mixed all the colours up.
Yeah.
So I am just getting a load and dabbing them on.
And they blend so nicely.
They look lovely together.
Mm.
I always think sometimes you can get them and they look a bit like a map, a world map.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying.
When you polish them off. So this goes tacky pretty quickly, this one. And then if you rub them off and you've missed a spot, you can reapply the glue.
Yeah.
And it's not going to hurt what you've already done.
That's good.
As long as you don't go over all of it, obviously.
Yeah.
Just go over the bits that you've missed. But so for quickness, because I want to show you our blackboard paint as well. So I'm just going to rub.
And of course, all those bits you could save too.
Yeah, just sweep them back into your pot.
That's it.
Definitely, when you open the gilding flakes, open them into a takeaway tub or a sandwich box. And you can see it's coming along nicely.
Very much so. Look at that.
And I think as well, you could crackle over the top of that.
Should we try it?
Let's retry it. Let's
Try it, and then maybe you can show it in the next show.
Yes.
Oh, that would be marvellous. Let's see if it works.
Yes.
Let's see what it does. It might change the composition of the gilding flake.
Yes, because we tried it last time I was here on the Monday or Tuesday when we did a one-day special.
Yeah.
And we did it on top of the glitter.
What
fixed
happened to
glitter
the
paper.
glitter?
It came through. It was amazing. It looked beautiful.
Oh, I like this.
So,
yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's
and then I'll watch
do it.
Temp.
Right, so let's put some crackle on there. Let's get rid of me gilding flakes. Where's my crackle? Let's put some crackle on there. In fact, I've got a big one that I did
Okay.
earlier.
How long do you reckon it will take to work?
I think you'll be able to see it work on the next show.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we're going to put our crackle medium on.
Coolio, it's on screen. Now, you've literally got 13 minutes to get all of these happy hour deals before they go back up in price. Do not delay. There you go. Oh, 12 minutes now.
There we go. Crackle
Wonderful.
medium's on. So we're going to put that to one side.
Yeah.
And then everyone tune in at 10.
Cool.
And we'll see what that happens to that. It's going to look amazing. I have a feeling. Right, blackboard paint. So do one layer and then do another layer. So 2 layers, the blackboard paint.
Okay. Why is this?
So you do one layer horizontal, one layer vertical, and that will create a fusion.
Right.
So that when you are using a damp cloth or anything to wipe off your chalk, you're not actually rubbing, the paint's not all going the same way, so you're not rubbing a hole in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So our blackboard paint is lovely and thick. You get really good coverage.
Yeah, and that's a really nice true black, isn't it?
Yes. And you get such a big pot. So you could do a wall, if you so wish, and draw pictures on it.
I know, right?
For your other half.
I just now want lockdown to be over so I can go around to Andy's and see what it looks like.
I think that his other half should take a picture of what he draws on there and send
I might
in.
ask her, she's in today.
Yes.
Okay.
and let's all know. So one way, so you would let that dry, and then, but you can see how quickly it does dry.
It does, doesn't it?
It's drying pretty quickly. And then paint the other way. And don't paint it on too thin. Don't be stingy with your paint. But a lot does go a long way. Like I've only put one application on my brush there.
Yep.
And it's done the whole tag.
Perfect.
And that will dry, and then you'll be able to write on it.
Excellent.
Little message. Right, now here's my crackle. Oh yes.
Is it crackling? Is it going?
We're gonna put a paint on top.
Oh, are you all right?
Yeah. So now what colour should we put on?
Oh, I don't mind. So, what's the, when you touched it, what does it, like, is it tacky?
Tacky, it's tacky, it's not soaking wet, so it's
Okay.
just a little bit tacky,
Right.
which is okay to paint on. Should we do black? With the yellow coming through?
Oh, yeah, let's do that. Would be very dramatic. I like that.
Wouldn't it?
And does it start to crackle instantly?
Almost immediately. So I put the crackle on that way.
Yeah.
So I'm going to paint this way.
Again, is that a sort of rule?
No, you can paint the same way. It just gives you a different type of crackle.
Okay.
So definitely play with it. I've been playing with it for a week or two now because it was new to me on the one-day special.
Oh, you can see it.
It's going to go.
It's so cool.
Once it starts going, you can't stop watching it
I know,
either.
it's fascinating. Yeah, this gives a whole other level to watching paint dry. Do you know what I mean? Like, this makes watching paint dry super splendid. Oh, look at that.
Now, because it is still tacky, I'm not pressing very hard.
Yeah.
Ideally, I would want it to be totally dry, but it does work when it's tacky.
Yeah, you can really see it. And again, by the time we get to 10 o'clock, that'll be fabulous. Why am I so fascinated by this? I don't know.
Because every time you do it, it's different.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Look at that.
how cool.
Sorry, I've just gone silent now. I'm just watching it.
That's like, that looks like an old shed that needs painting, doesn't it?
Yeah. But don't repaint it.
But don't repaint it, no. Maybe paint it another colour
Yeah.
in patches and let it do its work again.
That's awesome. You've got 3 minutes. Anything else you want to show, or would you prefer I did a recap?
3 minutes. I want to show the icy effects if I can.
Cool. Yeah.
So, because we have two different types, we have a white one and a holographic one. The holographic one is my favourite because of the colours in it.
It's like a disco ball.
There's so many greens and pinks and blues. And I'm just using an old brush that I've cut the end off.
Okay.
To stipple it on there. And you can use this on your cards and your MDF or your different projects. I've got another stipple brush in there. There.
Oh yes, so the Icy Effects, I should just say, the holographic, that is again on a happy hour deal. Need to be quick. 7 minutes now. And which one's this one? Is it the same one?
No, this is the white one.
Right.
So I just wanted to show you the difference in them. So this one gives you a more of a frosty kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that Icy Effects gives you more of a rainbowy kind of look. So can you see?
Oh gosh, look at the holographic. Yeah. That's cool. You're so right. It's got lots of lovely green flecks in it, doesn't it?
There's greens, there's blues, and there's pinks in there.
Nice. And I guess any different colour surface you put it on is going to look a little bit different.
Yeah, we'll lift it whichever way. But I think if you're doing a black and white card or anything, the background in that would be beautiful.
Yeah, wouldn't it? That's just stunning.
And your white one just looks like frosty morning.
Lovely frosty morning. Well, on the screen we've got the white Icy Effect, so that is your frosty one. That's got a £5 saving. And that is £9.99. Item number is 775347. I'm just looking, right, we've only got 6 minutes for you to get any of these happy hour deals. At the bottom of the screen, £9.99 for the holographic effect. Again, you've got another £5 saving. 956983 is the item number. So Mel, at 10 o'clock, what's the focus?
So I'm going to be doing my first artboard.
Oh!
Yeah. So there's a new thing for me, so so I'm just having a play.
No, that's all good. And is that another happy hour?
It is, yes.
Excellent. So again, if you are wanting some bargains, tune in at 10 a.m. to see Mel. Thank you very much, Mel.
Thank you, it's been fun.
Okay, cool. I've enjoyed it. So if you put anything in your basket now and check out, we will honour the price. Okie dokie, don't go anywhere. More coming up after this short break. I'm having breakfast now. We've got the Pentart one-day special coming up, and it has been absolutely flying out the doors, this one. Then we've got introducing Louise Nichols.
Hi, I'm Charmaine from Dolly Dimples, and I've been crafting since I was a little girl, and I have a massive passion for anything crafty related. Dolly Dimples is a fictional character in Dolly Dimples Town. There's whimsical characters, fantasy characters, mythical characters. There's so much going on, so much happening in Dolly Town, and it's a fun place to be in. Our products are all hand drawn. That makes them quite unique because you've got that quirkiness about them. We have decoupage, backing papers, we have templates for 3D objects, stencils in the mix. We have dies and lots of other things coming to you soon. Make sure you tune in for the Dolly Dimple shows on Hochanda and have some fun.
Hi, I'm Hazel from Pink Frog, and it's Pink Frog's 13th birthday. So I hope you can join us, where you'll find lots and lots of new ideas, hints and tips, and some great products that we've got to share with you. Make sure you don't miss the celebrations, Friday the 12th of March at 6 p.m. through till Sunday the 14th of March. I'll see you there.
Exciting news! For the 5th year in a row, Hochanda has been awarded the top accolade of Platinum Trusted Service Award from Feefo. These awards recognise businesses that deliver exceptional experiences as rated by you, our customers, and we're honoured to have been selected. The Trusted Service Award means you can shop with confidence, based on the reviews from over 60,000 Hochanda customer experiences. Thank you for your independent reviews. It means a lot to us.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door and Crafts Too. I've been with Hochanda since the very beginning, and I've been crafting a lot longer than that. My crafting journey's taken me through all different types of crafting, from stamping and die cutting to colouring and inking, and loads of different things. I designed the brand myself to make sure that every product that comes out to you is the best quality, has an individual design, and also is versatile. I like everything to match, so if you've got a product from the very beginning of the John Next Door brand, it will match with something that you buy right up to the minute. Everything working together, which makes things more versatile and easier for everyone. I really hope you can join me on Hochanda and continue your crafting journey with me, and we can see all the new ideas, tips and techniques that we can do together. So don't miss the John Next Door and Crafts 2 shows on Hochanda.
Kay Fassett is a distinguished artist, designer and author who has used his background in knitwear design to create an expanding range of bold and beautiful fabric prints for the patchwork market. Join me on Hochanda, where I will be bringing you a wide selection of beautiful fabrics at fantastic prices.
Hi, my name is Blanche Siegmann. I'm the owner of the company La Blanche. The company La Blanche is a crafting company located in Germany. For over 20 years, I'm designing and selling stamps, paper crafting products and home decoration. As a passionate crafter myself, I make sure all our products are of highest quality and easy to use. We produce a whole range of products. We produce paper products. We have also shrink sleeves for your jars, glasses. We have home decoration products, paints and wall decals. Everything, the whole range of crafting we produce for you. I hope you enjoy watching us at Hochanda and crafting with La Blanche.
Well, hello everybody and good morning. So it's our first look at the one-day special. And my goodness, have we got a good one-day special. Really, really busy yesterday. This is what I love about Hochanda, and I think we've really solidified our place when it comes to mixed media. And the thing with mixed media, you need to have the right mediums to really have some fun, and that's exactly what we're offering you with Pen Art. 14 liquid watercolors. You're also getting the masking gel pen as well. Thing is, you can see it like this, but we really need to get to grips with how to get the most out of it. And to do that, we need someone of supreme crafting ability. Can I introduce you to the one and only Lou? Hello, Lou.
Hi, but I'm just looking for a person, you mean? You know,
we couldn't find him, so thank you for stepping in. But I'm only, Lou, I'm only kidding. That's a joke. You know how much I admire you. Lou, I was watching the show yesterday, the launch show. I was off yesterday, but I was watching from home. I love these. I really, really like these.
Yeah, and they're really, I think you've got to see them in use to just get the feel of them and get the wealth of like techniques you can do with them. Yeah. And they're just like ready-made watercolour. Yeah. And I mean that in the sense that you don't need to add water to them. They're ready to use instead of you having to mix water and washes. And the colours, I love the colours because they're rich and velvety, while still being bright. They're not overly bright.
You described them beautifully. Lou, I'm going to sound really ignorant here, but can you help me out? What paper is this? Aquarelle? I haven't heard of it before.
Aquarelle. Aquarelle is, because of, obviously it's European, that's the name for the watercolour paper. So it's watercolour paper, and it's just a way of, that's what they call it.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, it's not, without being rude, it's not special paper, it's a watercolour paper.
And with these obviously being watercolours, we would suggest a watercolour paper to get the most out of it. There's an awesome saving on this, Lou. £18 saving.
Oh, no, I know. I was, because I don't get to see prices, as you know. Yeah. So when I saw it come up, I was like, what? That's just under, we were saying last night, under £2 each.
I mean, that's from Pen Art as well. That is ridiculous. I know there's two groups on social media, the cannot wait to get their hands on this and also post their pictures. We got to give a shout out to Junk Journaling and Mindful Mixed Media, where it all began. I think you're heading close to what, 14,000 is it, or 12,000?
Yeah, we're over 14,000 now.
14,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I'm really blessed to have that group. Yeah.
It's because it's a lovely, lovely group. It really is. And if you are on Facebook, please have a look at it. So it's Junk Journaling, Mindful Mixed Media. But sticking with the mindful theme, there is another group we've got to follow as well, Lou.
Yeah, and I'm going to use it today. It's a mindful moodling, so it's a crossover. It's something we developed. It's like mood doodling, but mindfully. So it's like take 5 for yourself, sit down. These are perfect. I've been using these with them for a long time now, and they're just perfect.
Because moodling.
They're good for everybody.
Yeah, we love it. Beautiful colours as well. If you just go through and you're seeing the colours here. So we've got the pink, the ochre, the sand. Like that sand, actually. The brown in there. You've also got your emerald. Just below, there's the sky blue and your black. But they're not overpowering. Now, I like. You said it perfectly, I think, when we started, Lou. Please wait to see these in action. And when you do, you will fall in love with them. I did. I saw Lou playing with them yesterday. Details are on your screen right now. 041485, your item number. This is your one-day special. And I've got to tell you, we are over 70% of the stock.
Wow.
What? That's in 2 hours yesterday. And I know we have some repeat shows, but 2 live hours yesterday. This is the first show today, and we're coming in at over 70%. So very, very, very busy. All right, we've got to move on, Lou. We've got some other exciting things. Lou, do you mind hanging on and going down the counter with me? Is that okay?
Absolutely, that's brilliant.
We'll do that. Okay, moving on. We've got more for you. So fibre paste. Now, would fibre paste, would that be used like a texture paste, a structure paste?
Absolutely, yeah. But the difference is, instead of it being a smooth finish, this has got like tendrils, like fibres, and they stay wonderful. I did some techniques last night, just dropping the watercolours into them and mixing them in them, and you get this wonderful. I mean, the girls have done a brilliant technique here where they've mixed colours with them, but you get such a sort of fibrous feel to them. But they blend really well with the colours, and this is so popular. I'm surprised it's still left, because you can put this in moulds and create all your own embellishments as well.
So I'm just thinking, Lou, I'm going to, should I open up, see if it's sealed or can't. Oh no, have a look. You do get a sense of those textures within. You do.
And you can imagine with the watercolour, you're getting a velvety look. It really does make it look velvety like this.
That's cool. Like that a lot. So if you want to go for both of those, details are on your screen right now. £12.50 for both. 746998, your item number. I do need to remind you, because everything's coming from abroad, there is extended delivery. It's going to be dispatched on the 21st of March. So 2 weeks extended delivery. Worth the wait, and I apologise that there is the wait. It's just, I think we can all appreciate right now, getting things into the UK is taking a little longer than we would normally expect, but we'll be here, 21st of March, we'll get it out to you. Okay, so fibre paste, very busy there. Something that we all need in our life, and this is just a staple in any craft room, is your heavy body gel. Here we're getting both the gloss and the matte. And I really like having both because, Lou, there are some projects which lend themselves well to the gloss. Other times you want to pull it back a little bit with the matte.
And sometimes, like, you want to... Yesterday I did a mix using these, and you can get sort of a resinous feel to them using the glossy, but you can get like a waxy feel using the matte. So you can mix the watercolours in them or drop them on. And I've got a really nice sort of little... You can see it's resinous, and that's the colour mixed in.
Oh, yeah.
And the bottom one is the fibre paste, and how you can see the texture still there, so it holds it. So that gives you a really good feel. I did the dark green and let it sort of colour it, but also dropped it on top. You get beautiful. But it's a good glue. It's a good glazing medium.
Glue.
You can water it down. It's really, really versatile.
I mean, techniques, and especially mixed media. Where I find like heavy body gel comes into its own. You know, mixed media pieces. If I'm say sticking an embellishment, a metal embellishment, heavy body gel is my go-to.
Yeah, it's really good glue, but it's the binder in acrylic paints. So you've got the pigment and you need a glue with it. So this is what the glue is really, but you get it in a matte and a gloss finish. But so if you think, you know, it can stick paint, it can stick all sorts, like you say, metal embellishments. I've glued my shoe with this.
What? At a pinch, you've glued your shoe?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still wearing them. Don't tell anyone.
I won't tell you. It's between us. £13.99 your price, saving £5 if you do want to get hold of these. 386-404, your item number. Okay, we're going to move on. We've got some pigments for you. These are very, very good pigments, Lou. Tell me a little bit about these.
Right, these are amazingly pigmented. I know that sounds so daft, but they're a transparent. They're not opaque. So you can see through them, but they're so strong. If you can imagine, like, a really strong dye.
Yeah.
But it's a proper pigment, so it's what they put in crackle paste or all these. This is the pigment that colours them, and a little goes a long way. Oh my word, seriously strong. But they're made to go in with your gel mediums, your pastes, or your paints. Your watercolours even.
We've got that
because
there, Lou.
they're transparent, they don't give you a colour.
Lou, sorry, I'm talking over you. Just saying that you were talking about colouring. So look, this is a board. I've got a few boards I'll share. This is a board with the matte heavy body gel, which we just had a look at. Then I will show you with the glossy. Just trans that on. So there you can see the difference with the glossy, so it gives that wonderful glossy finish, but you still the intensity, the red, the blue. This is using your heavy body gels. The black, my goodness, the intensity, the green and the purple. And then finally, something that Lou did touch on with the fibres, saying, look, the fibres are great because we can colour them. Well, what about that?
Yeah.
Now, you can use a one-day special, or you can use the inks here.
Yeah, and they've done a great blend here to show you that, you know, you can add as much colour as you want to them, and you get tonal, you get a monotone colour. And these are brilliant just to show you the texture, but then you can add your watercolours on top. Yeah. Can I just ask you, you know the last board?
Yeah.
Is that are the pigments painted straight on the board? Because I'll be interested to know if that's on paper or on the board.
It's on the board from what I can... No, wait, sorry, I'll see. It's on paper,
yeah,
it's on paper.
It's on the board, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on paper.
Oh, right.
So a few drops of pigment were added to a generous amount of heavy body gel and mixed with a palette knife. Colour then applied to white card with a paintbrush. So yeah, sorry.
Right, I just wondered because sometimes we've got some that are straight on board and some straight on card. So I think this is a really good idea of the colour intensity, but also they match the watercolour colours as well. So if you wanted to deepen some of your other colours, it's perfect. I love these.
It's a nice pick and mix.
I've got them all over my hands.
Look, what would you do with regard to pick and mix? Would you pick colours that complement each other or go for 3 individual colours? What would be your mindset? If you could pick any 3, what would be your choice?
Well, I'd go for 2 sets.
Okay.
So that I could get both. But I would go for personally, I'd go for pink, yellow and blue because you've got more or less like a primary, but in the sense of like a printer primary. But then I'd have to get the others as well because green's a hard colour to mix consistently, so I'd have to get them as well. So I'd have to get the lot.
Fair enough. Answered honestly. I got a great question from Sue here. Sue, thank you so much for getting in touch. If you do have any questions, please email in studio@hochanda.com. So Sue was asking, this is a really good question, what's the difference between the watercolours, our one-day special, and the pigments?
Well, pigments are if you think of the pure colour, the pigment is the pure colour, and it's not got the water added to it, so it's still liquid form, but it's like almost, you know, when you're making gravy and you boil it down to get a jus.
Oh, okay.
That's what this is. It's like the pure essence of it. And then the watercolour has got more and more sort of water added to it to get a wash. So you can still do that with the pigment, but you've got to be able to sort of really control the water.
Would you say...
it's great, but it's quite different to watercolour in the sense that you need to do a bit more work to it.
Would you say that...
I hope that answers it.
No, that's right. Would you say that... Yeah, it does. So pigment intense colour, is that more like a concentrate, like with a squash, say, whereas the watercolour, it's like a squash with the water already added?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Perfect.
Okay. Right, we've got to move on. We've got plenty more for you. Let's have a look here. I love metallics. These are metallic pigment powders, though, so something a little bit different. Been really busy for these. So, 60% of the stock's gone here. Tell me a little bit about, and this is actually directly onto the board. If I just show you, I'm going to give it a wiggle. Tell us a little bit about these, Lou.
Well, pigment is the colour, and then you need a binder to give you the sort of glue.
Yeah.
However, if you use these with your watercolour, you get a watercolour metallic. Oh my word, I have just paid £35 for 3 handmade watercolours, metallics, and it's using pigments like these in watercolour. That's how much I've paid. I know they're handmade, but if you think, last night I was doing all these different mediums, and we did some colour swatches to show you how wonderful these colours can be, and you can get, I can't tell you how many different colours in it.
Well, I'm just looking at the pigment, actually. I won't open those up. That looks amazing. Give it a wiggle. Give it a wiggle.
They're just intense colours that have mixed with all the, hope this is a bit more visible, all the watercolour inks, and I've mixed them with metallics, and you get, I can't tell you, you'd have to see it, how beautiful these colours are. They're just stunning.
Please,
stunning.
Can we see a bit of this maybe this hour?
Oh, yeah, I've got it all lined up.
All right, lovely. We're going to move on. Lou, I'll tell you what we'll do. I'm going to let you get set, 'cause I know you have to jig the camera around and sort yourself out for the first demo. So we'll carry on down, but we'll be back with you in just a moment. Just to give you the details for your Pent Art. You're getting 4 5 grams of metallic pigment powders. $9.99 your price there. 892-265 your item number. Molly, our director, loves it when I mess up. There we go. It gives her great joy in life. It's one of her biggest joys in life to hear me stumble over my words. Now, we've got some crackle for you. So we just showed, actually, the crackle mixed with a bit of the pigment powders. But here, pure crackle. Now, you've got 2 options. Starting up with our first option. And you've got great colours. So now you're getting your primer, and then you're getting 2 of the crackles. So it's 2-step. Your primer first. There's your dark gold. Oh, yes. And then your rose gold. That's your first option, so it is a 2-step crackle. Use your primer, then go over with your colour. The other option, we have our silver. So we've used our primer, put our silver in, and then turquoise. There we go. It's a silvery turquoise in there as well. Okay, so those are your options there. If you do want to go for this, $13.99 your price. 324166 is your item number. Got some paints for you. Look, how often do we use our paints? Because not only just for mixed media, who's got a jelly plate? Have we got Ben? You got jelly plate? Ben, no jelly plate. We have to get you a jelly plate. Well, that's very true. Very, very true, Ben. $12.99 your price there. I've got to be careful. I've drifted into, sometimes I talk to people like I talk to Archer. I've got to be careful, like, who's got a jelly plate? Yeah, you do. $12.99 your price here, but look at these. I mean, you're getting some beautiful colours. So these are your acrylic semi-gloss paints, tropical collection. Ooh. Beautiful, vibrant colours in here as well. So we like this. Actually, I like it. And you're getting all 4. I say beautiful, vibrant colours. I mean, the red, the yellow, love those. But then you've got lovely sort of pastel tones to it as well. So the baby pink, the carmine red, your yellow, nimbus. Good names. So there we go. Oh, and that's using the fibre paste there as well. So we can mix. And that is the joy of this show. Everything designed to work together and mix around. 693619, your item number. So one of the things Lou was touching on with the watercolours in the one-day special, you need some watercolour paper. Well, we got you covered because we got some quality watercolour paper for you. 300 GSM, you are getting about $9.99. Now, how many sheets are we getting here? 10 sheets. 10 sheets for $9.99 at 758217, your item number. Let me just pick this up, and you can see that there. It's not. I know it's very, very hard to see on camera, but you'll feel it, and you can just make it out. There's a texture to it, and you get, obviously you get this. You're familiar with this with the watercolor paper, but you can see good quality. Shall I give it a little bit of a wiggle? Oh, deep red, isn't it? Now, our producer Katie is screaming at me to flick as well. All right, we'll give the wobble, and then the crafty flick. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. 758217, your item number. Right, we're going to move on. Now we've got our pen and our fluid for you here. It's a great duo. So it's your transfer pen. So now what this allows you to do is transfer laser printed images. So with your transfer pen, this is very, very cool. I like the fact that you have got the bottle in there as well. So I would imagine the bottle acting possibly as a refill, is it? Maybe not. No, I don't think it is actually. So we got the pen and just the bottle. It doesn't act as a refill, but we can just use that bottle. 464982 item number, $9.99 your price. We'll maybe chat to Lou about that because I'm sure she's got a lot to tell us. Now we've got our metal leaf set, so really nice set from Pentart. You're getting your glaze, you're also getting your metal leaf glue, and of course, you're getting all those lovely golden flakes in there as well. Details are coming onto your screen right now. $10.90, good price. $10.99 your price is there. You're getting your glue, you're getting your glaze, and you're getting your flakes. 502622 your item number. Finally, we've got some great stencils for you. Now, two options here. So we will show you both. There's one option I absolutely adore. This one to me, it's got a bit of the Regent period to it. There's a bit of a French flourish, maybe. $11.98 your price there for your two stencils. This option's called, okay, texture 1 and 2. It says, I would imagine that's texture number 1, and here's texture number 2, just down here. Oh, well, no, I apologize. Those were just textures 1 and 2. I thought those were options. I'm sorry. And down here we have I wish you could hear the pronunciations in my ear. I'm just going to repeat, literally repeat, mimic like a parrot what I'm hearing in my ear. This option is called azure. That's what I'm getting in my ear. That's the help I'm getting in my ear. Azure, I don't know. I don't know. I have to see it. The team asking, how do you say it? I have to see it to be able to say it. Have we got the options? Can we see them? No. And the next option is our ice and shells. It's a lot easier to say. Azalesia? Azalesia? Look, people are tuning in now, and we're just humiliating ourselves. We're an embarrassment to Hochanda. All I will say is, getting back to a bit of seriousness, have a look at this. Love this. The beautiful ice effect and then the shells. That will make an amazing print on your jelly plate. $11.98 your price there. 032880 your item number. Okay, enough from me. We're going to be heading over to our lovely Lou. I wonder if Lou would know how to pronounce it. Lou? Hello?
I haven't got a clue what I'm looking. I can't see anything. I don't have names. I can't see anything here. So, then.
You pronounce it probably as well as we could. Hey, Lou, what have you got in front of you?
Right, well, I wanted to show you that when you look at the liquid watercolours, they look black, and a bit of red.
Yeah.
So what I do is I decant them into a little palette. Okay. Now, I've had lots of questions, so hopefully this will answer it. I have used all mine, but I have left them, and they do dry, and they sort of bead up, and you can reconstitute them. So yeah, that's one thing you can do. But I would suggest, I put all my all my watercolours next to each other, and what I thought was, I'll show it, there's a better way, and that's leaving one, because then you can mix with the next colour. And then if you knock it, it's not going to go straight into the next one. You've got space. So I wanted to show you this, because these colours do not look anything like, I'm going to show you on the back of this what they actually look like. So first one is, I'm going to use the yellow, and I'll just move that up and put this down here so we can see. This is the yellow, and it's called lemon.
Ooh,
so you get,
wow.
Now when I do that, I'm just going to add water and blend it out, so we get a beautiful blend. So we've got lemon, Now, lemon normally is quite acidic, but this isn't. These are warm, beautiful colours. The next colour we've got is orange, and it's a nice soft orange, because orange can be quite harsh.
Yeah.
But there we go, a nice wash there.
Lou, the fact that they're so intense in the actual palette, so dark, to me indicates that you are getting a quality medium, in the sense that the pigment, it's so packed full of pigment or colour, and then obviously when we lay it down to on paper, then it's the only time you appreciate the true colour of what you're working with.
You're absolutely right, because if you can, I mean, lemon yellow is still really dark, so that's a perfect way of thinking, that they're so strong. I'm just going to add now the pink, and the pinks I'm using very little, because I want to show you that you can, even though they're vivid, you can use a wash with them. So, you know, people who are maybe a little bit scared of colour, this is a beautiful way of sort of seeing how rich and soft they go. So the next one is, we have got a purple. A purple is a really difficult colour, because it tends to make everything mud if it's mixed. Now, I've not been able to make a mud yet, so that's another point of how good the colours are. This is the colour you picked out before. I love this colour because...
Oh, Lou, bit of freeze there. That was like a soap opera when he lived on the duff duff duff. You know, this is my favourite. We have to find out next week. No, we're going to get Lou back. Well, I think Lou has actually returned. So should we go back to Lou? Sorry, Lou, we lost you for a moment. You were just saying, this is my favourite, and then you
Oh,
froze.
yeah. This is my favourite now, this one, sand, because it allows you to add shade. It knocks back colours. So what do I mean by that? Well, just to show you that if I've got something that's a little bit too intense, I can add a tiny bit of this to it. And it doesn't deter the colour too much, but it knocks it back.
That's nice. I like that.
Just a little bit. And obviously, the more you add, the more intense. So now we're going to go with... Now, I have to remember whether this is purple or... This is indigo. Right. Now, these colours do split a little bit, but that's good, because I love the way that the colours come out. So the next one looks very similar, and this is blue. But, believe it or not, it looks... purple, I know, but they do dry differently when you get them on your papers. So doing this on a paper is so important, really is. Next one is, we've got sky blue, which is a very nice turquoise colour.
All three of those blues, can you imagine the skylines that you're going to be able to create out of those really moody, beautiful, atmospheric skies?
They are, absolutely, and I'm going to show you lots of little techniques in the same way I did last night. It was very popular, everyone's saying how they enjoyed like the techniques one, so I'll do that again with different ones. This is the black. Now, black is normally a colour I stay away from, because it can be very harsh, apart from wearing it, of course. But even that black is warm, and this is a warm brown. I love this brown as well, because if you notice, this is warmer. I'll put it next to that so you can see, than the sand. The sand is a cool brown, and
you can see, warm,
that's cool and that's warm, so you can see. So what does that actually look like? Well, that's on watercolour paper. Just now to show you maybe this one, I'm going to go back in with a little bit of red to show you that you can layer now colour. So the colour now, it's dried, I can now layer.
Nice.
And I can layer, say I wanted a little bit on here, and I can now layer it on other colours as well. And if you let that dry, I can layer another colour on it. So that in itself is something difficult to do with liquid water, the other watercolours in pans, because you have to sort of mess about getting the ratio of liquid right. You don't need to with this. This is a page that I did with my moodling, just using a couple of the colours. I've used let me just get the colours right, the indigo, the blue, a bit of the turquoise, the red. So I've pre-mixed colours. And then just to show you, I've done the same, but I've used the gold leaf that's on the show.
Oh, yes.
So
Lou,
you can just see the gold leaf.
Yeah.
And I've used a little pen to do that, so the pen nib is brilliant, so you can get the fine dots.
You know what that reminds me of, Lou? It reminds me of a sari fabric.
Yes, well, I adore anything like that, any sort of oriental styles and anything. So yeah, you're right there. Nice. So just to show you that you can get bright colours if you layer them, but you don't have to have them just bright. You know, you can pick and choose what you want to do with them. You don't have to have them as bright as that. You can have them a lot less vivid. So this is one we did last night. I'm just going to move these out of the way to show you before I do any more techniques. Okay. And this is the Nautilus shell I drew, and I thought it'd go great with that, you know, the wonderful stencil we've got. Yeah. But I just wanted to show you that I mixed in and on the watercolours with the pigments. So just here, this was mixed in, and I'm hoping that I can get it so you can just see the wonderful sheen. So that's mixed in, that's painted into it, and this is painted on top. So all the colours go together. They're absolutely stunning colours. And I've made a collage with it. Look, ready for all these colours. Ready to actually just put some die cuts on, or I've actually started to doodle on it there, but I don't know if you can just see it. So cutting them out and having them as a collage sheet, I really love doing that. And then here's the paints with the crackle. So these are the paints, crackle paste mixed with the actual gels, the crackle gels, and mixed with the paints we've got on the shelf. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a heads up on everything that we've done before I show you. So all this works so well together. Again, mixing the paint with the liquid watercolour, you deepen all the shades you've already got. Lovely. So,
Lou, can we just turn the Nautilus shell?
These are the colours, sorry, just to show you. These are the colour blended wet into wet with the semi-gloss acrylics. So if people think, oh, they're a bit scared of being too glossy, it's not. It's not too glossy. To me, it's just right. So anyway, I've got some little techniques that I'm going to do here, and I thought this would show people how, you know, to create wonderful shapes and colours like this.
Oh, wow.
So I've got one of these to do. It's a really simple little idea. Yeah. First of all, just a little tip for anybody is get a piece of paper that you're working on and do your colour chart on them. Have your colour chart near you so you don't have to keep looking. Here, sorry, I had to show you, these are the fibre dried, and this is the this is the heavy gel gloss, and these are both using the liquid watercolours. So I've got that out of the way. I've done loads. I did these last night, but I'm going to do some more. These are the techniques: salt, alcohol. The cling film didn't work too well. Blobbing colour, that's a technical term, and a wash, but I'm going to do some more. Wow, right, okay, so what I've done is I've got a sheet of watercolour paper, and I've just this is a really good way of getting to know your paint, your acrylics, your watercolours. In this sense, it gives you a really good idea of how strong these are. So what we're going to do is the first one is a flat solid colour, and by that I mean what I'm going to do is no water on there, so I'm just going to pick a colour. Let's pick this one, and I'm going to go from the top, and I'm just going to do a flat colour and see how much we can get out of that little bit. There we go. Now that's one flat colour, so I can get that intensity with just one dip. Any little marks on this paper, please don't think it's the paint, it's the oil off my hands, because I've been gluing this down, putting the tape down. So you've got oils and things on your fingers, and they do create, hence why we have fingerprints. So
Lou, you got that intense reaction just from one dip?
Absolutely, yeah, because no point in me saying it's one and I'm putting 3 or 4 in, because it's not fair on you, that. You need to know how strong it is. So I'm going to use sand, and I'm just going to put one bit there, and then halfway I'm going to stop, clean my brush. It's always have 2 lots of water, one to clean, because you think you've got a clean brush and you haven't, and one to rinse. And then what you can do...
Sorry, Lou, I thought you said there you had to drink lots of water. I thought this is very good health advice while crafting.
Oh, yeah, that as well if you want. Can you see how I'm doing a gradient now?
That's nice.
How strong that is. I don't want it any stronger.
That's a beach scene right there. That's
But
lovely.
I'm not adding, it looks like I'm adding water, but I'm actually not adding water. All I'm doing is taking the excess off.
Okay.
So we've got a gradient in the sand, and I think that's a beautiful colour. And whilst it's still wet, you can still blend. I love this, because normally on some watercolours, by the time you've put that on, that's it, you can't do anything with it, it's stuck, that's it.
Lou, that's really good. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, good. I'm glad this, because I know I could show you a project which I've got already drawn out, but I thought if I show you these little tips, it really gives you an idea of the versatility of it. So now what we're going to do is called wet into wet. So I'm just going to apply just a light bit of colour. I don't want it soaking. Okay. I just want it shiny.
So you put,
and that means,
are you wetting the paper?
Yeah, it's called wet into wet. So it's a wet surface with a wet medium going on it. So it's just damp. I can, hopefully you'll be able to see. It's just got a little bit of a sheen. I'm not great at wiggling, am I? There we go. Just a little sheen. And now what I'm going to do is going to drop in a colour. And you can see how intense that is. Wow. If I put more water on, what would happen is it'd just move around a lot. Oh, I've put it in the wrong one. I don't want to use that one. I want to use this. So now these are notorious, these two, orange and blue. Forget it. So let's see what happens. Right. That's nice.
That's nice.
That is really nice.
They don't clash at all. Yeah, I like that.
So I'm going into the blue and into the... That gives you a perfect idea of blendability, because we've got orange and we've got blue, and those two mixed together would give you mud. So by showing you how you could take the water off, the colour off, by blending it in.
That's the sunset just waiting to happen there.
Oh yeah, that's it, isn't it? That, I mean, I could do now. Let me just say you got a piece of tissue paper. If you get a penny, I haven't got one, it doesn't matter, or something like round, I'm using the edge of it, just to show you that now, what you've just said, Janice. Put that inside a tissue, wet your tissue. If you've got a penny, obviously it's going to be a bit bigger. And then it might work. Lift off, can you see it?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So I could do it again, and that's called a lift-off technique. I'll show you a little bit more now, but I'm just using that again. If you've got a good, I mean, I know it sounds daft this, but that silly guy who says that there's lots and lots of it, begins with a P, that's a good paper towel to use.
Oh yeah, okay.
So, yeah, because it doesn't break, and I keep using that. Let's see what happens if I do it on here. You can still lift off, you see.
Oh, nice.
So there you've got like a watery sunset. So
you're showing plenty of techniques for us.
I'm using a graphite. It's an oval wash, but I use it from a graphite. It's a brilliant one. So I'm going to now put in, just show you, I'm going to put a base of water down again. So there's the water, not a lot, and I'm just going to put, it's best to add water bit by bit and not just slam it on, because otherwise you can't take it off. Now I'm going to show you this beautiful green. This is emerald. Now to me this is like a sagey green. It's beautiful. It's not bright green. I'm not a lover of bright green.
It's quite natural green.
But I love green, but not. Yeah, these have got it right. So what I'm going to do now is fold over tissue. Now you can use tissue, bits of sponge. I have got a kitchen sponge cut up, and you can use this. If you just use it to lift off, we call it. So you're taking away the liquid and the colour by just adding that. So that's called lift off. You can do the same with this, but what you can do is then
lift off and transfer. Oh yes.
So we've got a speckle, and I'll do another speckle. But you can see now that to get that, I'll do it with the a pen. I've got a pen here, like top of this transfer pen. I'll put this, get a bit of water on it, and just tap it on. Let's see what happens. Perfect.
Nice.
So these little techniques make for really good, when you're doing backgrounds, it makes you realise that it's actually quite easy to do.
Yeah.
We get really worried that it's our fault that things go wrong, but if you've not got the right paper or the right product, it will go wrong. So now I'm going to do I'm just going to put a graded wash with 2 colours. So I'm going to see if I can do a graded wash with 2 colours, and by that I mean I've put this down, it doesn't matter. I'm going to try and get them to blend dark, light, light, dark. So that's quite a difficult thing to do, because normally with your watercolours you'd have to control the amount of water, what the way you apply it. With these you don't, because it's all done for you. So I'm going to go with a green, and I'm going to go quite bright there, and then allow it to just blend. So I'm taking colour off, so I've gone to nothing. So then I'll go to the darker green, take it off because I don't want all that on, and then you can use all this to cut up later, and then blend that. So now I've gone light to dark, dark to light, but if I want, while that's still like that, I can go in, I didn't even dip it in there, and add more like that. So dark to light, light to dark. So you've got a gradient. I love that one. I'm a real favourite of that one. The next one is this. I love this. Going to use. I'm being ordered to turn everything around now by the director in the house. That's Mark. Mark is very happy that we're on together as well, Yanis. You know he's your fan, don't you?
Well, you tell him hello from me. I think he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's here now. Yeah. And don't forget that picture for his mum.
Oh, yes.
Right, so I've got a brown here, and I'm going to add that colour, and I'm going to add the green. So I'm just not mixing them at the moment because I don't want to mix them. But then, if you've got hand gel, I'm using alcohol isopropyl, you get instant reaction to it. It just, I don't know. And then I'll show you if I put it in a little bit of I wouldn't suggest doing this at home unless you've got the right stuff. But if I put another colour on just to show you what happens, you put your colour down, and then I'll just do it with the black. I love the black because this is like a grey. It doesn't seem as intense. Some blacks we've always been taught at uni and everything, and I even carried it on when I was teaching. Don't use black, don't use black. And I think we're missing out.
Yeah, use black. Yeah.
You can just see that it repels it and dries it, so that's better. So dip the end in, and you get almost like, if you do it in green over here, it might not work. No, it's dried. You have to catch it wet, but you can do. I'll put a bit more on. Let's see what happens. So if we put the green on there, I did this to create like a lichen. It might not work because I've already got the alcohol on it. No, can you see it stops working? I'll do a little bit more here. I want to show you what I mean. I did a lichen effect, and the way I did it was I just put this on, and then I just put a little bit of the apple on top just to warm it up. There. And then I got the end of my paintbrush and just dopped it in, and it created lichen.
Oh, yeah.
And then with a pen, I was able to just go round. So if you've got like the embossing tools that Barbara has on, this is perfect because you can do your own little icon with it. I love that.
That's nice. Lou, we had a question in. This is from Karen. Carol. And she was asking, she was asking, how do you prevent cauliflowers when you add more paint to wet paint? Good question.
That's pooling. Cauliflowers is what happens is when you get, let me show you, I'll show you here now, just move this round a little bit. So cauliflowers is, for those people, I love cauliflowers. A lot of people don't like them, but I love them. So I put my colour down like that, there, and then let that dry. But if I don't let it dry flat and it pools, what happens is I get, let me just take a little bit, there we go, take a little bit more off, made a gradient there, so I'll move it around for you. So you can see, don't be, this is great, but don't be worried about the change of colour because this is going to blue, although it looks purple. Cauliflowers is when you do, when this happens, and there's nothing you really can do about it. It's the gradient of your paint, and if you apply too much and let it sort of pool. So if I just do that, this is sort of me exaggerating what they call cauliflowers, and it's like little tiny spheres of cauliflowers. So when that dries, you get like a bubbly outline, and it's because I've pooled it on. So to do that, you need to do washes and layers, or as we say, glazes. And a glaze is when you apply the colour like that, take the excess off you want, let it dry, but then I can't do it on there because it's wet, but what I can do is show you on this one here. I can now apply another colour and we can do what we call a glaze. So I've still got the brown, I've still, sorry, I've still got the turquoisey blue, and then let's see what happens with the yellow.
Ooh.
Right, that will cause a cauliflower.
Okay.
Because it's pooling, but I really like the cauliflowers. To me, they don't take anything away. So these layer, and this is a great what we call a tartan. You can create your own weave with it in a tartan. And then what we've got is the last one is, which one was it? Oh, yeah. Right, absolutely brilliant. You get in your kit, well, it's here somewhere. Just bear with me, my masking gel. And masking gel is brilliant. It's the drawing gum, cement, paper, anything like that. It's all the same, but it's just different names for different brands. And this masks off anything you want. So if you want it to be, say I wanted to keep that blue purple, indigo, sorry, I would now put the masking gel on it when it's dry, and then any colour that goes on top, this, where this is, will stay indigo. If I want it to stay white, I do that. So you put that down as thick or as thin. I love it the fact that it's in a pen form, so I'm used to using a pen, so it means I'm familiar and I'm quite happy and confident. So that's how I've done that. And then I've just got a piece here to show you. You have to leave that to dry. And then here's a bit that I did before. So it dries, and it dries and you get like an off-white colour. So then you can do two things. You can get your rubber, tap, rubber, or you can use your finger. Now, Matthew Palmer's got a great rubber that does this. Has to be dry, this, because if you do it wet, you just drag the paper up. Now, normally, if it's too clingy, it'll rip the surface of the paper, but it's great fun. Oh, look at that. So satisfying.
Lovely shape.
So here, what I've done is I've drawn straight on with the nib, and you can see how clean and clear that is. That is a really dark colour, so it hasn't seeped underneath or anything like that, and I've also put a pigment on top. So let's see here. You can see it's created that wonderful, clear, clean mask, and I just love doing this. It's like a big reveal.
It strikes me as a really good masking gel pen. See, you pull it away.
Yes, it is. It has got a smell, but it's not too bad. Some of them stink. They're horrible. This one, but this isn't. This one is, I've done pigment and sand colour together, and let's see what this looks like. There we go. It's nice and clean. Now, what I would do, I've got pencil marks under there, so I'd be, you have to be careful, because if you use a rubber on certain things, they do come off. Some things, on the metallics, it tends to dull, because you're taking the pigment off. So just be careful with that. Can you see? I would, if it was me, I would give that a little coat of varnish over the top, or gel medium. Here, I've used a silicone end. So if you haven't got one of these, don't worry, because you can use the end of your paintbrush. So what does this do? I'll show you what it does. If you get your masking gel, and you can just draw into it with it. Now, I know it might not be clear to see that well, but you just draw into it, and because that's silicone, it just peels off. If you use a brush, remember, you're going to ruin your brush, but that's what it's made for. And if you want different size dots, just use the end of your paintbrush, and that does that. So
great
that,
with the colour washers, if you want to add little spices.
That looks like that there. So I'm just going to pull that down off. Oh, I might as well do the lot now. But I did little dots there. But this is all nice if you want to put... You see, if I put yellow on that, it's going to be brown with the yellow on top. If I want yellow on that now, that is going to be pure yellow because I've masked off, kept it white. There we go. So that's all the white bits now. No paper, and I'll show you. No paper, because you'll be able to see the white filament with it. No paper on that. Perfect. So I'm not ripping the papers, but you can see how fine you can draw with it. So if I do now, let's see what happens. I want to put something bright in there. I'm going to go with orange, and you can see now it's not. Sometimes what happens is it leaves a residue, so you can't add, and this doesn't. No residue. I'm just going to wash out there. The intensity of the orange is there. I'm just going to, this was done last night, so it shows you that you can still activate it. That's why you need to make sure that if you want it to stay, you must sort of seal it. But there, you can see now. That'd be hard to maintain that because the brown would keep wanting to go into that. So masking is brilliant for that. So what I did was, I've used the packaging to create the surface. The packaging is that colour, and I just thought it's brilliant for the crackle paste. And what I've done is I've painted it on to this. Now it's a two-part, and what you need to do is have the two-part. You have the clear part on first, and it looks really shiny, really shiny. I'm just trying to find my packaging now. It's here somewhere.
Just to let you know, we're coming towards the end of the hour, and I've got to have a recap soon, okay?
Yeah. And then you put that on, it's done. So do you want to do a recap now?
Yes.
Or do you want to carry on?
If that's okay, is that all right?
What, if I carry on?
No, if we just do a quick recap.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Only because we've just got to let you know how busy we are for the one-day special. We are now approaching 80% of the stock. Considering this is stock that's meant to last the entire day, and we've still got 2 more shows left, you can do the maths for yourself. Will it be here at Final Call? Who knows? Who knows? You're getting 14 of these exceptional Pentart liquid watercolours. You're also getting the masking gel pen as well. So having a look, this is your liquid colour onto board, straight onto the boards. No paper, nothing, and you're still getting that vivid colour coming through. But it's the use of what really strikes me in watching Lou working with the pens, how incredible the effects are. So if you wanted to achieve a sunset look, you will do it naturally and easily. If you wanted to create a beach scene, you're able to do that. Modern art, you're able to do that. They are extremely versatile, but just watching the colours lay on, they do all the work for you. Everything's pre-blended. You can go intense, we can lay over it, we don't let it dry so you don't muddy it. We can use them with the fibre pastes as well. Just showing, I mean, with the fibre paste, look fantastic. So you are getting 14 of these liquid colours. You're also getting the masking pen as well for $26.75. Works out, what was it, £2 per element? Not bad at all. So, okay, so what we'll do, we'll head back to Lou. We've got 4 minutes left, Lou. Lou, thank you for letting us do that.
Oh, no, need to do that. We need to know what we've got. So I just want to show you quickly. I've got a couple of things that we can use now. This is, like I said, with the pigments. So I can show you a little bit with the pigments. Okay. This is it flat. But say I wanted to put a pigment on that, it can end up a bit like this.
These are the metallic pigments, right?
It's got the pigment.
Yeah.
It's got the gel medium in gloss mixed with the liquid watercolours. So you've got all of it on there in a beautiful sort of transparency. So it works really well. So just going to show you now. I'm going to add a little bit of colour and show you a quick blend. I'm using a small brush. I'm just going to use the light colour first. And all I'm going to do is I've got a circle and I'm just going to put the light colour down pure. So this is I haven't put any water underneath. I'm just putting the whole colour down. Now by doing this, I'm sort of giving it a foundation. So that's that. Now what I'm going to do, just get the next colour along. So you work in sort of grades. So you decide, do you want it dark there or dark there? So I'll do dark here. So the next one is orange, and I'm just going to go orange there, and I'm just clean my brush off because I've got a line, and allow the brush clean to just put that in. Now if I decide to go a little bit further, that's even better. So the last bit is if you go with the darker of the three, which is your red, and you put your red in, you don't go as high with it, but you can sort of, if you do it this way, you can add, if you do it the other way by just putting the colours, a lot of colour on, you've really not got much option. By doing this, you find out how well your paint's grade and how much paint you need. Yeah. So there we've got a really nice blend. If you think that's not enough for me, I want it blended better, just clean your brush off, make sure, always take the water off it, and then go back in with your yellow and put the yellow over the top, and what you're doing is smoothing it all in. So we've got that. So I'm going to go get the sand, and I'm going to pop the sand in here so that it looks, sorry, this is ochre, I think, yeah, ochre. So it looks a darker version of yellow. I'll just show you what I mean. It's sort of the same thing with other colours, and how intermixable they are. So here we've got the ochre. I'm then going to put in the, let me get my colour chart, brown as well, and then I can create a lovely shade. Yeah. So
everything works so nicely together.
Oh yeah, they're so nice. So, and they're not, I've got a lot of different mediums and products, and they're very, very bright. And if you're not into bright, that'll put you right off. But this, it really doesn't put you off because of the velvety colours. I'm going to use the one colour now that I wouldn't normally use. I want to show you how we can get a fantastic shadow. So I've got the black here, and I'm just going to run it along there. Now you have to be pretty quick, unless, if you've got watercolour paper. The reason this is going brown is because my water's gone a little bit brown, but don't worry.
We've got 45 seconds left.
Oh, right. Well, all you do is let the water run out of that, and then you can see it starts to bleed, and then you've got this beautiful shadow effect, and it looks almost three-dimensional. So I hope that's been okay. I hope I've explained it all right for everybody.
You absolutely have. Lou, thank you so much. You know I love watching you work. So Junk Journaling Mindful Mixed Media, Junk Journaling Mindful Mixed Media, and also your Mindful Moodling. Do check them out. Free groups on Facebook. Lou's a massive part of, and it's just really nice community. Speaking of which, do make sure to also follow Hochanda on social media as well. This was our first look today at the one-day special. Lou will be returning at 12. I really hope you can join us. So we have got a great hour coming up next. Introducing Louise Nichols, don't miss that. Then we've got Crafty Devils Happy Hour, and after that it's letting Leonie loose with some pink ink.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business, and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Exciting news! For the 5th year in a row, Hochanda has been awarded the top accolade of Platinum Trusted Service Award from Feefo. These awards recognise businesses that deliver exceptional experiences as rated by you, our customers, and we're honoured to have been selected. The Trusted Service Award means you can shop with confidence, based on the reviews from over 60,000 Hochanda customer experiences. Thank you for your independent reviews. It means a lot to us.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hi, I'm Gina Barrett from Gina B Silkworks. We're a family company specialising in traditional crafts for the modern maker. Most of our products involve textiles and age-old techniques, from button making, lace making, weaving, and other forms of passementerie. I hope you'll be able to tune in to the Gina B Silkworks shows here on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay from Indigo Blue, and we've been established for 7 years, and together with my husband Alfie we design and manufacture our own in-house red rubber stamps. We also have our own range of paints, lushes and stencils. We're so proud that we've now got a reputation for such high quality products and the detail that we can manage to get in our stamps. What I really love about Hochanda is I get to demonstrate lots of different techniques for you to understand how to use our products and hopefully inspire you. I've got loads of fantastic ideas buzzing around in my head, so I can't wait to get those filtered into our products and out to you at home. So grab a cup of tea, join me and the team from Indigo Blue on Hochanda.
Hello and good morning. Now we have a brand new supplier for you today, brand new guest. So as always, please do send your crafty hugs. You can do this via Facebook or of course via email at studio@hochanda.com. I bet you're wondering who it is. Well, let me introduce you to Louise. Hello, good morning, Louise.
Good morning.
And we've literally, because of COVID times, you know how it is, we've literally only met about 45 minutes ago.
We did, yeah.
So we are going to learn together, you and me at home, all about Louise and her business. So would you like to tell us a bit about yourself, your crafty background and how this business has evolved?
Yes, well, from being a young girl really, I'd always done lots of drawing, sketching, painting. That went on to a degree in fashion and textiles.
Cool.
And I studied surface decoration. So it was all dealing with pattern. Anything with a pattern on really we had to design projects for. So that's kind of fed through really into work today. When I first graduated I used to design upholstery fabric. That went on to stationery, involving things, doing things for W.H. Smiths and all sorts of different places.
And places available, of course, I have to say that.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then really I started making my own things to sell. So I started making handmade cards, handmade wedding stationery, had children along the way as well. And then eventually it sort of developed into a business where I was selling work through galleries, and then that became evolved into the printing, really. I needed a way of getting my own designs down onto fabric. I'd been doing lots of applique work before that, so this was just really a way of getting my own work onto fabric sort of fairly quickly, because once you've done your lino, you can print with it over and over again.
See, this is fascinating. So I don't know, I've never seen lino printing. Our viewers might not have. What is it?
Okay, so lino. So I've brought a couple of samples of lino in with me.
Okay.
So the hair one, which I'm going to be demonstrating.
Fabulous.
This is the cut from that. So I use a soft cut lino,
right,
which is fairly easy to carve.
Yeah.
So you transfer your design onto the lino, carve it out, and then you roll your ink across and then print onto your fabric. So you can do, you can get away with all sorts with it as well if you make a mistake on it or whatever. It doesn't really matter, and the fabric's quite forgiving when you print on it as well. So if you were printing onto paper, it would show up every little mistake, but on the fabric it doesn't really matter. And I quite like it on the fabric where you can see the texture coming through, so I'm not necessarily looking for a perfectly opaque print. I like when there are bits, you know, kind of a bit of texture going on, really. And I'd always done lots of sewing and things as well, so really it was kind of a natural progression to then stitch onto the lino, stitch onto the fabric, you know, rather than printing onto paper and doing the designs that way. It was a natural thing, really, to just sew on, you know, onto it.
Amazing, lovely stuff. By the way, because again, this is your first show, please don't think I'm being rude if I look away. It's just the monitor's over here and I can't see what you're doing, so.
That's fine.
Right. So we're going to go through these beautiful kits. So we're starting off with our Bluebird on a Hill, and we can see the finished article here, which is really pretty. I love this. Have you made it into almost like a little wall hanging?
Yes, it is. Yeah, all the kits are to make wall hangings.
Right.
There is a sample behind you on the top, a picture where I've made it into a picture as well, to show that, you know, you don't have to use the panels just to make the wall hangings.
Ah, right, okay. We'll just get a little shot. I was like, they're going behind you. I'm like, where? There it is, there it is. There you go,
yeah. So you could put them into a frame. You can see with the beehive one, I've made that one into a cushion. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get to it. And with the seagull as well, I've put it onto a book cover. So you could put the panels onto anything. The ink that I use as well is an oil-based ink, and it is washable. So if you're putting it onto something, say a cushion, that may need to be washed, it will go into the washing machine. And it will stay fast. It won't disappear. The colour won't disappear. It's a pretty good. It's a proper fabric printing ink. So which is really good. Yeah.
Really cute. So what do we actually get in the kit then? What have we got?
So in your kit you get your print, your blank print, and you get your wadding and a piece of backing fabric as well, and also you get some ribbon to make the little loops with. To hang the the wall hanging up with. You get a set of detailed instructions.
Which are here. Yes.
Yeah. You get an image, a good-sized image of the finished piece as well.
Yeah.
You get a felt diagram which shows you where to put the pieces of felt when you've cut them out.
Nice. I'm just trying to find them. Hang on. Felt pieces. Oh, they are stuck together, but anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
See there.
And there are templates for cutting out the felt as well.
Okay.
And then there's a stitch diagram as well, which shows you where to do the stitches, and there's also a sheet in there that shows you how to do the stitches and where the stitches go.
Oh, this is great. Can I pull these apart just so I can?
Yeah.
Let's just have a little look here. So we've got the stitch diagram. So again, there you go. Then we've got, there's the felt diagram. I think it's worth showing you. They've been stuck together to keep them all nice. There's your full instructions, and then, as you said, we have got your the stitches that are used. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Oh my gosh, we are 10% of the stock already gone in just a couple of minutes. And I can see you've also popped some threads in there.
Yeah, you get all your complete set of threads.
Yeah.
for the bluebird, they are just the threads to complete the actual printed design. So if you are going to make it into a hanging, you will need to provide your own thread on your machine. Whereas a couple of the other kits, when we get to those, they do include a sewing machine thread as well.
Right, lovely stuff. Okay, so that one is your bird in the hill, and you can see that lovely design there. Isn't that so sweet? I'm loving it. £22.49. I could see me getting into this. 899-145, but we are busy already. Okay, then next up, we have got the cottage. Now, we've got two options. What are the difference between the options?
Okay, so one's, I call that cottage ochre, so it's more kind of browns and ochre colours. Whereas the other one, which is on the cream background, is more, it's a little bit Christmassy really, just because of the colours that are in there. And the trees are a different shape, so the printed trees, the trees that you applique on, for the ochre one they're round, and for the other one they're kind of more rectangular, like a Christmas tree. And you get those pieces that you stitch on. You have to machine stitch those. Well, you could hand sew them on if you wanted to, but you would do that on the machine. I'm going to demonstrate that one a little bit later.
Okay, so this one we're looking at is the Christmas option. So as Louise just said, you can see that that's got the more...
That's right, and there is a little wreath as well to put on the door, a little green wreath. So, I mean, you don't have to put that on if you don't want to, but if you do want to make it Christmassy, then...
Right. You can. So wait, then let's go through. So we're getting the printed
again.
Sheet
there. You get the print, the wadding, the backing fabric, and the ribbon for the loops. You get all your threads in this kit. So you get your sewing machine thread as well. You get your felt, all the instructions, the diagrams again. There's a couple of other little printed images just to show you. About doing running stitches in the background and that kind of thing. And then there's also there's an envelope in there with some pre-printed pieces. So that contains your little wreath that's already cut out, your little Christmas trees, your pots that your Christmas trees go into, and there's a little section that fits in the tree as well at the top. So they're all pre-cut ready for you to put on.
So you literally everything. Can I just? So is this the backing? What's this for?
Oh, that's the tracing paper. That's so if you want to, yes. So when you're tracing out to cut your felt shapes out initially, you can cut yourself out a little felt a template if you want to. So that's why the tracing paper's in there.
Now, because I'm aware of time, what I'm going to do now. So basically, we're saying we get absolutely everything in the kits and full instructions and everything. So. There we go, because we've got so many kits to show you, so I'm going to speed up a little bit. So this is your Christmas option here. There you go. And then this one over here, this is your ochre. So you can see you've got a different shaded background. You've got those more, I would say, almost more autumnal feel to it.
Yeah, it is,
Really nice. And again, you'll get absolutely everything that you need in the kit. There you go. So that is $34.99 for either option. Item number is 712085. Then next up, this is nice. This is the beehive kit. So again, we've got our printed piece.
Yeah.
Amazing. And then the wadding, the tracing paper. What are these?
So they're your bees.
They are the bees. Oh, they're cute. They're adorable. I really like the colours of the felt too. Look at those. Gorgeous colours. And as Louise said, look, everything in the kit. I mean, you've even like numbered and done all the threads.
They correspond with the stitch diagram and obviously the instructions as well.
See, that pleases me because I don't want to faff and sort out the threads. There you go. So you can see this is a wall hanging, but there's also, you've made it, and I'm just going to hop out the way, into the cushion.
Yes. So with that, rather than making the bees separate on the wall hanging, they're little individual bees that have been put on with sticky pads after you've completed the hanging. But with the cushion, I've appliqued the bees on.
Right. Very nice. Liking that. Love the bees. So that one again is $34.99. Item number is 978698. Now we've got caps. and I'm a cat lover.
Yeah,
got a
me
cat
too.
at home. Yay! So we've got two different options, grey and ginger. Yeah,
That's
adorable.
right, yeah.
Are these easy to do, by the way, Louise?
Yes, I think they are fairly easy. I mean, really, it's just a matter of cutting out your bits of felt. So the diagrams are really simple to follow.
Yeah.
I mean, people sometimes worry about the quality of their stitching on them because I am quite a neat stitcher.
You are, yeah.
But I don't think it really matters. I think it just gives people pieces individual looks. It, you know, it makes it unique to you, doesn't it? Really, when it's your own stitching, and you can vary what you do. If you know, if you don't want to follow the instructions to the letter, you can add your own thing in. You can put more felt on if you want. Add chain stitching or satin stitch or something like that. I do French knots. Yeah, but yes, you can really kind of make them your own. So yes, I don't think it's anything too. I don't think you need to be too experienced to do it. Maybe with the machining, that might be. You know, I know not everybody uses a machine, but you could just applique it onto something else by hand with a blanket stitch around the outside. You know, and just do a hand finish piece and not need to use your machine at all.
That's it. There you go. So there you go. You can see you've got the grey option or the ginger option. Oh, you're liking these cats. They are going really, really quickly. Love these. And again, you're going to get everything you need. You've got your templates, you've got your full instructions, you've got your print, you've got your wadding, you've got the tracing paper, you've got your felts, you've got even down to the ribbon to hold it up. Okay, the ginger. Oh, apparently everybody is really liking the ginger one. 20% of the stock has gone already. £22.49. 659051 is your item number. Next then, we've got two different options of the hairs this time.
That's right, yes, yeah.
So what are we calling these
So
ones?
we've got ochre and lilac.
So we've got the ochre one here. Is this the ochre one? Am I on the right one? Yeah,
Yes,
good
that's
stuff.
right, yeah.
Excellent, there you go. So you can see the lovely hairs. Gosh, this takes me back to childhood with the, what was it called? Oh, the cartoon with the hairs. Oh, Watership Down.
Oh gosh,
yes. Other books available. So this is the ochre one, and then you've got your lovely lilac one. It's hard to choose between the two, to be honest.
Yeah, this was the first kit actually that I made, the hair one.
It?
Yeah, it was the first one. Yeah, so it's quite a popular image, isn't it? The hair. So
it's very iconic.
Yes.
Yeah, it's how I'd look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, £24.99. Item number is 430006. And then last but not least, this is the seagull. I like him, he's quirky.
Yeah, you can't live in Cornwall and not do a seagull,
where
can you?
From?
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, I live by the sea as well.
Oh.
Brighton Way.
Oh, wow.
Love it. So this is our lovely little seagull. Here he is. He's very quirky. And again, like you said, you know, if you want to add a few more stitches to it, you make it personal. But everything is there to get you started.
Yeah.
Shall I grab?
Yeah, he's on the book as well.
Let me grab the book. Here I am. Here we go. So here's the book. It just looks brilliant. So you can do what you like with them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You can.
It's very cute on the book.
On workshops, I have ladies making little bags with them, say on book covers as well. You know, they use them for all sorts of things. So.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Right, we are 10% gone on the seagull. Now, if you'd like to ask any questions, because obviously, as I said, Louise is a brand new guest, you can send your questions to studio@hochanda.com, or you can pop them onto Facebook. We are busy out there. So if you want to give us a call, you can, but your fastest way to order is online at hochanda.com. Okie dokie, I'm coming straight to you now. Where would you like to start, Louise?
Right, okay, so I'm going to just demonstrate how you would start off when you get the kit. So you get your blank print, as you saw over there. So I'm just going to finish putting some bits of felt onto here.
Okie dokie.
So, as I was saying, you get your bit of tracing paper that you can use on your felt templates. So you just trace over the shapes, and you can see I've cut this leaf out. Now I tend to cut mine kind of by hand anyway. I don't tend to use a template. So you could just guess, or you could use your template to cut around. So I'm going to cut these two leaves out here.
Okay.
So I wouldn't pin it on. I think just holding it with your thumb.
Nice, easy shape.
Yeah, it's just. So that's going to go there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you could use, because the tracing paper can be a little bit slippy. So I would probably use the felt leaf again.
Oh yeah.
And then cut around that. Use that as my template.
Indeed. It's very satisfying.
Yeah, I would say it's like fuzzy felt from the
Yeah.
70s, isn't it? When you're playing about with
Making
your
scenes.
shapes. Yeah. I mean, and don't worry, the leaves that are printed on there, or the leaves, they're quite small. It doesn't matter if your bits and pieces overhang. You know, if you put them on and you're not that happy with them, you can just trim them down. There's no problem with that at all.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut the circle out from the middle as well. And I'm going to show you how I cut my circles out. So I'm just doing the little bit that goes in the centre. Again, I wouldn't use a template for that. I would cut myself a square.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's not quite a square, but... And then really, you're just sort of trimming off the corners.
That's a much better way to do it,
You
because
see
whenever
my
I try
hands?
and do a circle, it's wibbly wobbly and then I get annoyed with it.
Well, this might be because my hands are shaking.
Oh, bless you. No, you're doing brilliantly well.
So then that just goes in the centre there.
Okay.
And then, again, you could pin your bits of felt on if you want to. I use a bit of Pritt stick or other glue.
Yes. Bless you.
So it's just, you see this is well used. It's just a little bit on the back.
And I have to say, I love the richness of the felt.
Yeah, well, because it's thick as well, because obviously it's a different thickness to the other fabric, as you start to stitch into it, it brings texture as well. As soon as you start stitching around the outside of those leaves and all the other shapes, it just adds a little bit of texture. I'm just going to cut that last square out there as well, so then that's a completed piece. So, I mean, it's up to you whether you stick all your felt on to start off with.
Okay.
Sometimes, as you start stitching, you might find that bits start to drop off.
Okay.
If they're, you know, as you're sort of holding the fabric. I don't use an embroidery hoop when I'm stitching. I like to be able to hold the fabric near, but I know some people do, and that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any right or wrong way of doing it.
There is no stitch police.
No.
I'm going to say that.
No. Rules are there to be broken, aren't they? So
I like that motto.
Yeah. So once you're happy with all your bits and pieces, as I say, you can stick them down, or you can just stick them down one by one.
Okay.
And you can use the image as your guide that you get in there to see where all the bits and pieces go. But it does relate to the felt diagram as well.
Excellent.
So you can see on here, all the numbers are on here.
That's good.
And they correspond with the numbers that are on your felt templates. And when you get your felt, it's got all the letters on it, which then correspond with the letters that are on the templates as well.
And
so,
do you pack all of these and cut all of these
yeah,
yourself?
I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it's so, I have to say, it's always so nice when, I mean, I know it's a lot of work for you, but as a crafter, I know that we really appreciate you can just open the packet and get on with it. You know, you don't have to sort anything out, or, you know, it's lovely.
Yes, yeah. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, okay. Do you want me to carry on?
Yep, all good.
Demonstrate. Okay, so I was just going to show you the first stitch that I do. I've never really found a proper name for it, so I call it an up and over stitch.
Works for me.
So there's probably people out there that have got names for it, but anyway. So like, I've even pre-threaded my needle. I thought if my fingers are shaking, I'm not going to be able to thread my needles, am I? Right, okay, so so this is thread number 1. So on your instructions, it will say using thread 1.
Yeah.
Now you can go from the outside in, but I tend to work from the inside out, okay? So I'm going to start on the hair tail, and really you're just coming up a little way inside the felt.
Okay, yeah.
Pull it through, and then when you go back in, you're going in opposite way, directly opposite. So you're not doing a slanted stitch.
Right.
You're going opposite where you've come up.
Okay.
And so, and don't pull your thread too tight either. You don't want your thread to disappear into the felt, because the felt's quite thick.
Well,
if you pulled it.
It's nice to see the stitch anyway.
Yeah, yeah. And when I'm doing it, I would come up, go in and cross over at the back, and I'd do that all in one go.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, okay, yes.
Okay, and you sort of work your way, just work your way around the shape. Like that, and you just keep on going until you've done all your shapes.
Yeah.
And then you start doing the other stitches. So I've got some more.
Yeah.
I've got some more
Lovely.
samples to show you for that one.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, what was that? Sorry, Emily. Oh, okay. I'll just show you the kits again then, and then we'll come back to you. Yeah, lovely stuff. You're doing brilliantly, amazing. Okay, right. So we've got the two different hair options. The ochre, which is this one, this is the most popular. 30% of the stock has gone. You can see the lovely stitching there, loving that. So again, just if you're joining us, you literally get everything that you need. You've got your templates. It'll tell you about, let's see, are these stuck together? Excellent. No, they're not. We've also got our felt diagram. And then you've got the stitches that you use. And then you've got your full instructions. Brilliant. And then what else have we got here? Oh, and even a little picture just to show you what it's gonna look like. So it's really been well thought out. I'll put this all back in a second. Then down here, again, you've got your printed sheet there. Is it, Louise? Is it on a calico?
It's mainly linen,
Is
actually.
it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, some of them, that's a linen rayon mix, that
Right.
one. Yeah, they tend to be sort of linens. Again, I quite like the texture of linen.
Yeah, it's got a nice feel.
And it's
hasn't it?
quite, if it's got a slightly more open weave, it's easier to stitch through. Calico's good. It's got a number of uses, hasn't it, calico?
Yeah.
But it can be quite difficult if it's quite tightly woven. If you're doing lots of hand sewing, it's quite hard wearing on your fingers sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, lovely. So you've got your print there, you've got your backing, you've got your wadding, tracing paper if you want to use that. Then you've got all of your threads again. They're all numbered, all been done for you, even down to your pre-cut felt. There you go. Well, and then you cut the circles and everything. And then you've got even a ribbon down to if you want to make it into a wall hanging. And then this is the ochre option. Very nice. This is getting busier and busier. 40% of the stock has gone. Very busy show. And then the other option that we've got is the lilac. I really like the felt in this one. Look at these colours. Look at those. And then we've also got our, again, everything that you need. We're 20% of the lilac hair's gone. Really, really nice. Each option is £24.99. Item number is 430006. Again, if you've got any questions about this sort of the lino printing and everything, just send them to studio@hochanda.com or pop them onto Facebook. Right, we're going to come back to you. So what would you like to show us next, Louise?
Okay, so I was going to show you the other stitches that I use.
Okay.
So this hair I've stitched all around the outside of all the felt pieces now. And there are only 4 stitches that I use. So there's this up and over stitch that I've already showed you.
Yep.
And then I do couching as well, which is where you stitch over. You catch the thread to hold it down.
Right.
French knots.
Yeah.
And running stitch, and that's it. And it's all using different thicknesses of threads. So using the different thicknesses of threads, it gives you slightly different textures when you do the stitching.
Nice, makes it lovely and tactile.
Yeah. So it just builds up. So I'm going to show you. So this is the stitch diagram that you get in with the kit, and this relates to the stitches used sheet.
Okay.
So you can see the couching at the top there with those kind of thick dots, and this is along the bottom here.
Oh, I see.
And it's also down it's the stem of the flower.
Okay, yeah.
As well. So I'm just going to show you that little stem going down there. So all the threads are used at single thickness unless it says anything different in the instructions.
Okay.
Sometimes if I want a really chunky French knot, it'll be double and go round your needle a few more times, okay?
Yeah.
And if it helps, you could use a fabric pen.
if you're not very confident about getting a straight line anywhere, I've got a fabric pen I'm going to use in a little while.
All good.
But yes, you could draw your line on if you're not sure, you know, if you're not sure exactly where to take it to. So I'm just going to come up there and go back down about there, and that should be, that'll do for today. Yeah. So you can either just snip that off at the back or knot it. I tend to knot my threads, and when I'm knotting I kind of tend to use my needle and pull it down tight like that, so you've got a nice if I was couching around a curve, I would leave the thread loose so that you can then sort of guide it around the shape that you're couching around the edge of. So I'll just snip that off. And then you couch over the top with a thicker thread. So this cream is a thicker thread than the peachy coloured one that you've just used, and it's really you're just really catching the thread down. So you come up on one side and then go back down on the other.
Oh, the other side of the stem?
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah, we got it.
That just makes one little stitch. So quite often in workshops, ladies think they're little beads or French knots. Or French knots, but it's just a tiny, tiny little stitch. And I tend to do them at sort of roughly 1 centimetre intervals going down.
No, it's a nice stitch. So do you still do other crafts, or is this mainly taken over your life?
This is taken over. I do, you know, I go to workshops as well. I've done a bit of felting, dry needle felting.
Nice.
So I do other things, but yes, this is pretty much
the main one.
This is my life.
Oh, bless you. And how long have you been doing this for?
So printing about 8 years now. Actually making things to sell a long time, but yes, as I say, I used to do a lot of applique stuff, and which is quite time consuming really, so it was just a way of getting an image down that was nice and quick. But printing about 8 years. About 8 years. So, and I run workshops, so other ladies come along and do their own prints as well, and then I do workshops where I take pre-printed designs and to make panels or tea lights or all sorts of other things.
We've had a lovely email come in from Debbie. Hello, good morning, Debbie. She's saying, loving, with a capital, loving, basically your demonstrations and the kit. So,
thank you.
Thanks, Debbie. Good morning. Right, back to you, Louise. What would you like to show us next?
So, in between those little cream dots that you've done there, I then couch over. This is just a general sewing thread. This one's a grey colour. Again, if you don't want to use the colours that I've put in, you can use your own. You know, you can do your own version of it. But this is just the same again. You come up on one side of the thread and back down on the other. And because this is a thinner thread, you can do this in one action. So I've crossed over on the back. And then I'm just going to sort of fill in down the line, really.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
And it's so restful, isn't it?
Yeah. So you just work your way. Sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying I love stitching, so I was just watching. It's lovely. Yeah. Carry on. Sorry.
Yeah. So you just work your way down until you've finished. Got to the bottom of there. There's a bit of couching on the back of the hairs as well. That doesn't involve, well, it does involve the thicker fabric, the thicker thread, but that's the one that you lay down, and then you couch over the top again with a thinner thread.
And all of these threads are included.
And they're all included.
Brilliant.
Yeah. There's always a bit extra as well, so if you do want to add some different stitching, then you can. So I'm just going to knot that off. Right, okay, so Shall I do a French knot?
Yeah,
Or
let's
do
do
you-
a French knot and then I'll recap. Yeah.
Okay,
Love
okay.
the old French knot.
So the French knot, I know ladies quite often, if they've not done them before, you kind of feel you're all a little bit fingers and thumbs with them, don't you? And this may not be the correct way to do it, but
Oh, don't
it's
you
the
worry.
way, yeah, again,
I was
it's you
taught
kind
live
of...
on air.
You
Live on air. I'd never done one before and I got taught, so yeah.
Okay, so there's a little French knot up in this top corner up here, and it's with this kind of nice raspberry red thread. So again, if you're not happy about just kind of going in with your needle, make a little mark with a fabric pen.
Yeah.
So with this, I've pulled it through so it's nice and taut. I'm right-handed, obviously, a little bit different if you're left. And then you wrap your thread around the needle. This time it's twice. If you wanted a smaller knot, I would just go around once.
Okay.
Larger, I would either use double thickness or go round more. And then I don't go back in where I've come out. I tend to sort of go in slightly across, because otherwise sometimes you can pull the knot.
I've done that.
Yeah,
All
back
the way
through.
yeah.
So I don't go back in where I've come out. Slide your knot down to the bottom. Then I put my thumb, I'm pulling it out at the back with my other hand. And then I keep my thumb on there. It tends to help so your thread doesn't get ravelled up as you're pulling it through.
Yeah.
And then hopefully...
Oh, so satisfying.
Nice little French knot, yeah.
That's perfect.
So I do use quite a lot of French knots actually. In most of the pieces there are French knots to do. But yeah, they are satisfying to do, aren't they? Yeah, yeah.
Ah. Right, thank you, Louise. I'll let you get set for the next part.
Okay.
Right, we're going to do a recap because you might just have got up and had a coffee and whatever, and you're switching on. Louise is our brand new guest, and we've got some wonderful kits for you, absolutely wonderful, and it has been a very busy show. We're starting off with our Bluebird. Here he is, Bluebird on a Hill. Now, we are 30% gone. Louise has made a lot of the samples into wall hangings, but as we've been chatting, you know, you can pop them on cushions, on bags. You can do what you like with them, but it's a beautiful look. That's the end result. What a sweet little thing. What a lovely little gift. And can you imagine it just sort of somewhere on your wall, maybe in the living room, and you just glance over and think, oh, I've done that. And lovely colours as well. So if you are just joining us, Louise literally gives us everything that we need in the kit. So you've got, it's on the lino printed fabric, you've got your front and you've got your backing, you've even got your wadding, you've got a bit of tracing paper if you want to sort of draw around the shapes that way. You've got your ribbon, and that's for the loops at the top if you want to use that. You've got the threads, it's all been done for you, they're even numbered, and you've got your felts like so. Again, they're all labelled. You get the templates, you get full instructions, you get absolutely everything, and you can wash it as well if you want to. But there you go, so this is the sample. So go for the ones that you absolutely love, but this one's proving really, really popular. Really beautiful, this. Right then, £22.49 is the price, £899,145. Then we've got the cottage. Now the cottage is under it's under the same item number, sorry, but you've got two different options. So your first one is kind of slightly more Christmassy. It's called Christmas on there. So there's a slight difference between the two, but not much. You've got your lovely sort of, let's say, ochre background. But look, the trees are quite stylised. They're very nice. And there's even a tiny little wreath on here. Now, even down to the detail. So again, you've got your printed piece of fabric, the backing, the wadding, the tracing paper. But Louise has even popped in like your machine thread, your sewing thread, your felt, but in this, ooh, even down to, I love the attention to detail, I really do, you get a little envelope that's got the extra pieces in. Look, this is so cute. Look, 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 there you go. And it's all numbered for you. You can see there it is, it's numbered on the back. There's lots more pieces in there, but I don't want to lose them, but they're in there. So the kits have been so well thought out. So this one is your Christmas option. And then moving along, This is the ochre option. Sorry, I think I called that ochre, but that one's Christmas. This one is ochre with those more sort of autumnal shades. Very pretty, really nice. Actually, really nice neutral tones to hang on the wall, this one. £34.99. Item number is 712085. Then moving along, we've got the beehive. Who doesn't love the beehive? Is it behind me? Yes, so we've got a wall hanging, but you can also pop it onto a cushion. Yeah, we'll look at this first. Lovely. So we've got everything that you need. You've got, again, your printed fabric, your felt, your threads. I love the bees. Aren't they so sweet? They're adorable. So here, the little bees have been sort of 3D'd up. That's the way I'll pop it. 3D'd up. But then on the cushion, there you go. These have been appliqued on. Lovely, isn't it? Really nice. I've just realised the actual pillow itself is strobing. That doesn't matter. Right, £34.99. Item number is 978698. Then, now the cats. Clearly this morning you are cat lovers because this is extremely popular, this one. Right, so we've got our grey option and then we've also got the ginger option. You're all a lover of Toms, that's all I'm saying, because this one is in the lead. But they're so sweet. They've got real quirky personalities, really, really sweet faces, haven't they? I love them. They look very happy. They're very satisfied and content. They've just been fed. Right, £22.49 for either option. And they're a really sweet size too. Item number is 659051. And then we've got the hairs. This is the set that Louise has been working on. So we've got our hair options. Again, we've got two different options. We have got the ochre, which is this one. And then we've got the lovely lilac. Which one's in the lead out of these? Still the ochre. I'm liking that one. Very nice. £24.99 for either option. Item number is 430006. And then last but not least, we've got our seagull, which just takes me back to Brighton. Nice. Although this one is not as vicious as the seagulls in Brighton. Let me tell you, those seagulls in Brighton snatch things out your hand. Anyway, this one's a really nice quirky one. Here he is. He's very happy. That's because he's probably stolen a sandwich, but anyway. No, he's very happy. £22.49. Item number is 757263. You can call us as ever on the usual number 01733602000 or go to our website at hochanda.com. And thank you for all your lovely emails. Okay, Louise, what else would you like to show us?
Okay, I just need to say they're vicious in Cornwall as well.
Oh,
the seagulls, yeah, they are. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we've got a happy one here.
Right, okay, so I'm going to just show you how to put the panel together. So this is a completed piece.
Yep.
And you can see I've measured on the instructions, it tells you to measure 1.5 centimetres away from the outside of the print, but you could use the whole size if you wanted to make a larger print. Or a little bit like how I have with the bees.
Yes.
You could cut it out and applique it onto another piece of fabric, and then make something else from that, or make another, hanging from that.
Sure.
So I've just drawn these lines with pencil. You're not going to see them, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to cut that out.
Yes. Did you draw the lines on?
Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah. So it's just with a pencil, and obviously I used a ruler. Just measuring around the outside. Mm-hmm. And then when you've cut this out, you can use that then as your template to cut out your backing fabric and your wadding to size.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Oh, there's something so satisfying about hearing the sound of fabric being
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
What is it? I don't know.
I didn't say either. The prints are all pre-backed.
Okay.
So there's a very lightweight interfacing on the back of all the prints. So it just gives them a little bit more stability when you're stitching into them. They sort of hold the stitches better.
That makes sense. Gosh, you've done so much
yeah,
work.
So just makes them a little bit firmer. So that's my cut-out print.
Lovely.
This is the size that you get in the kit itself. So you can see you get quite a bit extra.
Yeah.
we all need extra fabric, don't we, as well?
150%.
So I'm going to use that now as a template.
Okay.
To cut the wadding and the backing.
Yeah, you've given us really a lot of wadding there. Yeah.
Well, if you want to make it a little bit larger as well, I thought you'd better to have too much. Yeah, or if you, I don't know, if you make a mistake, you've got a little bit extra to play with, haven't you?
Yeah.
Your ribbon. So this is the ribbon that you get included.
Okay.
So obviously the size of the loops might depend on the thickness of the. I mean, I use driftwood.
I love that. Is that from Cornwall?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, a little place called Port Wrinkle.
Oh, Port Wrinkle. Oh, I've not heard of that.
Yeah, it's a really nice little. A little place not far from where we live. Yeah, I have a team of helpers that they all go collecting it for me as well. So you need to sort of make sure that your loops are big enough to accommodate the piece of wood that you're putting through.
Cool.
You might have a much thicker piece, but generally mine tend to be sort of about 7 centimetres or so.
Yeah.
So
I'm chuckling because the ladies in my ear, they've just put a picture of Port Wrinkle in this down monitor. They're like, we want to go there. Soon.
So I'm just cutting my ribbon loops. Again, you've got a bit extra to play with.
Okay.
Now, when you're pinning these on, so you double them over, and then I line them up with the edge of the print and the top of the fabric. So I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, we've got that perfectly.
Yeah, so it's the edge of the print and the top of the fabric there. And I'm going to pop a pin behind because you're going to pin it that way. So rather than popping a pin in this side, then when you machine it, forgetting that your pin's there, if you've not tacked it. And the same on the other side. So you line it up with the edge of the print and the top of your cut edge.
Yeah.
And then you lay your wadding, your backing. If this was a patterned fabric, you'd need right side up. And then your print goes down that way.
Okay, face down.
So you'd have right sides together.
Okay.
I still get it wrong sometimes, though. Sometimes turn things through my waddings on the outside.
We've all done it.
And then just pop a few pins just to hold it in place. You could tack it if you wanted to as well, if you want to hold it a little bit more securely.
And can we find you on Facebook and things?
Yes, I have a Facebook page and Instagram as
Okay.
well. So,
do we find you?
Yes, it's just Louise Nichols, Textile Artist. Yeah,
just to see some more of your artwork. Really, that'd be great.
Yes, because I do other, as well as the kits, I do work that are selling galleries and things as well. So at the bottom, you need to leave yourself a gap.
Okay.
So it's up to you whether you put a couple of, to remind yourself to stop when you come round the corner. Sometimes I might put pop a pin in that sort of comes right out to remind me to stop, or you could just pop yourself a couple of pen or pencil marks on there to remind you to leave that gap. So that's more or less ready to stitch now. So
all good. What I'll do then is, just while you move the machine over, let's show our lovely seagull, very friendly seagull, just to say, that we've got here. I love the colours. These really are, they do transport you to the seaside. The sort of lovely nautical colours in here. But he's a very happy Mr. Seagull. And as with everything else, you get everything in the kit. You've got your wadding, your printed piece, all of your instructions, your threads, felt. There's all sorts here. Brilliant stuff. Okie dokie, £22.49 is the price. 757263 is your item number. Now, our lovely bees, very busy for these. I mean, save our bees. There you go. We've been talking bees a lot this morning, actually. I was talking bees with Mel too, who's coming up next. But this is a really lovely wall hanging. But if you want to pop it onto a bag, if you want to pop it onto a cushion, you absolutely can. But it's very pretty. I like the way that they're sort of 3D'd. I like these. They're very pretty. So we've brought the details onto the screen here. £34.99 for this kit. Remember, you get everything that you need. 978698 is your item number. Very cute. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh dear, right, okay.
Are you feeling all right, Lee? You're doing brilliantly.
It's machinery, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
don't worry.
Hopefully it's going to be all right. I've got it on the right stitch.
If anything goes wrong, don't you worry. Once, you know, this is live TV, once we just moved into this building and basically, I don't know what was wrong with the wiring, and all the lights went out.
Oh no.
And I was just like, okay, I wish we had glow sticks and we could have a rave, but you know, so anyway, it would be good. It was good fun.
Dear.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so I don't know if you can see, I've popped myself a couple of pencil marks on there, and because you've measured around the outside of your finish piece, you can then just use the edge of that as a guide with your foot on your machine, so you know that when you turn it through you've got an even line, or you're not trying to guess where the edge of your stitching is. Does that make sense?
It does, it does, yeah.
So just a straight stitch, just a general straight stitch. So I'm just going to make sure my threads are... I don't normally machine wearing boots either.
Well, have you got boots on?
I've got boots on, yeah. Right, okay, so let's go. That's typical, isn't it? There we go. Right. So you just machine along. I think my bobbins come out actually. And then turn at the corner and then carry on. Shall I sort that out while...
Yes, I think we'll show the samples for the hairs. Don't you worry. So the hair options that Louise has been working on. Where am I? Yes, I am here. Okay, so this first option... What are we calling this one again? Ochre. I don't know why I can't remember this. This is your ochre option. Look at all that lovely stitching. So out of the two, this one is the most popular. Beautiful stitching, but as we've been saying, you get absolutely everything that you need. All the felt, all the wadding, the full instructions, backing fabric, it's all here. So you can see that kit. Marvellous. So that is your ochre option. But then you can also go for your lovely lilac option. Part of me also wants to pop on, because of course you can make it so personal. I want to pop on a little pom-pom. Just a diddy pom-pom.
You could put buttons and all sorts on them, couldn't you, you know?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
£24.99 then, 430006. You
right,
okay?
well, I'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
okay. Sound right, does it? No, that's not right. Sorry.
Okay, we've only got 5 minutes. If you want, you can just talk us through the rest
of it. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, right, okay, so you machine around the outside.
Okay.
Let me just move that out of the way. So you machine around the outside. So you would finish here. Snip your corners, just trim your corners down. Obviously take your pins out. And then
so you
turn
snip your corners, is that for...
Yeah, just so there's no bulk in the corners, really.
Okay.
And then turn it through, poke your corners out. So I've got, I mean, you can buy proper prodders, can't you? But I've got a knitting needle I just poke the corners out with. And then I would give it just a very light press, just a light press. You don't want to flatten your wadding, and because it's a polyester wadding, you don't want it to melt under the iron either.
Good point, actually.
And then once you've done that, I machine back around the outside. So I think you probably see on the finished piece that you've got over there.
On the hair?
Yeah. So I do a machine line then back around the outside, just to, so you close the gap up as you go.
Yeah.
And it just kind of finishes it off.
Oh, is it almost like a top stitch?
Yeah,
Okay,
like a top stitch, really, yeah. It's just a straight stitch on the machine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then that's it finished, yeah.
It's really pretty. Lovely. How's it been for you?
All right.
Yeah, it's been
oh my gosh.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It goes so quickly. I say that we often joke with, you know, with everybody that comes here because there is a Hochanda time thief.
Yeah.
It's
oh my
real.
gosh. Yeah, yeah. No, that well, apart from the machine not working.
Don't you worry. So what we'll do then, we've got a few minutes left so we can show you, so you can have another look. Are you back on again, Louise? So this was your only show
this
today?
is it. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
Right, so this is your chance to check out your baskets. Now you've seen how it all works. They are absolutely beautiful kits, aren't they? So we have got our lovely little bird, our lovely bluebird here. This is the finished article. Doesn't it look so pretty? Is that little wall hanging? Love that. And I'm repeating myself, but obviously we get new viewers tuning in at any moment, but you get everything you need. So there you go. You've got your lovely fabric with the print on. It's been lino printed, by the way. You've got your wadding, a bit of tracing paper so that you can draw around some of the shapes, or draw on some of the shapes. You've got your fabric. Look at that. We felt it's all been labelled for you, all numbered. So basically you get your kits home and you open and you enjoy. That's the bit that we like. So that's your bluebird. It is £22 and 49 pence. Item number is 899145. Next then we've got the cottage. Now we've got two different options for you of the cottage. And in this one, again, you get those lovely extras. I love the fact that in the envelope, you've got those pre-cut shapes in here. Love that. So you've got your two different options. This one is your Christmas. Nice. I'm liking the colours there. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be Christmas. This can stay up all year round, can't it? Why do I keep knocking this over? So that's your Christmas option, but that's just what we've labelled it on the Tinterweb. And then you've got your ochre option. Lovely, lovely autumnal colours here. £34.99. Item number is 712085. Then we've got our bees, our lovely beehive. It's such a nice size too, isn't it? But we love bees because we need them. We need them in our lives. Oh, we've got a minute and a half, so I'll speed up now. £34 and 99 pence. Item number is 978698. Then next, we've got our options of the cats. I love the cats. I get to see my cat on Sunday. Okay, here we go. You can see we've got the grey option, or you can go for the ginger option. Is he still in the lead? He is indeed. He's in the lead. £22 and 49 pence, 659051. Then we've got our hares. Again, two different oh, sorry. We've got this option. There we are. So that one is the ochre and that one is the lilac. What's the matter with me? Lilac. £24 and 99 pence, 430006. And also you can go for the fabulous seagull, who's very, very friendly indeed. There you are. So thank you very much, Louise. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Such a nice hour. It really was. It really was. And thank you again for all of your well wishes, your lovely emails. That's wonderful. Oh, very quickly then. The seagulls are on screen. £22 and 49 pence. 757263. If you've got anything in your basket, do check out. They are such beautiful kits that Louise has put so much love into these kits. We will definitely be seeing you again, Louise. Yeah. It will, it will. Stay tuned. Coming up next then, we've got another Crafty Devils happy hour, different focus. So if you tuned in this morning, make sure you're staying tuned. Then we've got Let Leonie Loose.
Hi, I'm Ali from Ali Stitchy Fingers. I've been sewing most of my life. I absolutely love sewing. I've been with the Hochanda now from the very beginning, really. That's when I started to go there. The Hochanda family are lovely people to work with, and I'm really enjoying my time with them. Designing is a big part of the journey for me as well. I love going out and finding the fabrics to use in the projects and bringing them to you. I love the designing process from start to finish, and then the finished project is just the icing on the cake. So make sure you don't miss out. Come and sew with me on Hochanda.
Exciting news! For the 5th year in a row, Hochanda has been awarded the top accolade of Platinum Trusted Service Award from Feefo. These awards recognise businesses that deliver exceptional experiences as rated by you, our customers, and we're honoured to have been selected. The Trusted Service Award means you can shop with confidence, based on the reviews from over 60,000 Hochanda customer experiences. Thank you for your independent reviews. It means a lot to us.
Hi, this is Els from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Elizabeth Craft Designs is a Colorado-based company. It's a family company, so husband, son, daughter all work in the company, and then a fantastic team of designers, because a company cannot exist without a great team around yourself. What we would like to share with you is my passion for crafts. We love all the concepts we have, so we have from cute till classic and beautiful designs. We love our journaling planner line, and we're going to bring you our ideas, our passion, and we hope to transfer that passion to you. So please join Elizabeth Craft Designs here at Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it! You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hello everybody and a warm welcome. We have got a lovely hour coming up, so if you didn't catch the earlier hour at 7 o'clock, once again we have a Crafty Devils happy hour with the lovely Mel, and I've got to say the prices on the show are incredible, but everything you're going to use. And Mel, Crafty Devils always bring us such good stuff as well.
We try to. We try and think about what we're bringing and try and mix it up for everybody. So this time we've tried to kind of give you something to craft, and then obviously lockdown is coming towards an end, hopefully, fingers crossed. So so you can craft it and then you can maybe do your craft fairs and sell it. So
well, when we think about this, the prices, and say there it is a happy hour, so do take advantage. $22.99 you are getting all of these. I mean 24 magnetic sheets, so less than £1 per magnetic sheet is incredible.
Yeah, and so many different uses.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. And because you are getting so many, I'll use some for storage, some for crafting. If you have any mixed media dies, I'll be cutting those as well. You can, well, what would you be using them for, Mel?
So I like to do magnets.
Perfect.
And storage, definitely storage.
Storage, okay, just for storage alone, think how much, because we buy in so often, you'll buy a magnetic set, sorry, die sets rather.
Yeah.
You buy a die set and then it's storing them. If you keep them in an envelope, especially little dies.
Oh, the little tiny pieces.
Nothing more infuriating than you get a die set out and suddenly there is a piece missing. You're like, where is it? And you're hunting around. So I would be putting these in folders, use them, or something we're seeing a lot of, and we talk a lot of sticking them onto the walls.
Yeah, or our MDF storage.
Yeah.
Which is on the website.
Perfect. So do have a look. It is, as Mel quite rightly said, works in so many different directions. Storage, yes. If you want to cut them for magnets, fantastic. If you want to use them as closures for your albums, you will cut into these because you're not going to be frugal. £26 saving. And I think any crafter out there will appreciate how much you would normally pay for magnetic sheets. So getting all of those for $22.99, 660-965, your item number. Now, please do shop ahead. I know we've got a lot on our show. We're just going to actually jump onto the website. Things I would point out, we have some chalkboard paint, which is incredible. So do have a look out for the chalkboard paint. We've got mediums in there as well, gilding flakes. I know Crackle medium was busy. The gesso, really good. I'm saying stuff that we're not seeing right now. We'll get to it, but I'm saying please do shop ahead. The red liner tape as well. Great value on the red liner tape. Here we go. So Crackle mediums, really busy. You've also got your, now this is cool, the white ice effects. And I've seen that in action. Brilliant. Really, really, really nice. Also, the white gesso is just a go-to. Now look at the price and look how much you are actually getting. That is a monster pot of gesso. And the blackboard paint that you heard me talking about as well is, do you know what, that gesso, you're getting 500 mil for $9.99. I was just having a look. Okay, so there is a lot to discover, and do just take advantage, because Mel, as crafters, everything here we're featuring, especially the mediums, are kind of essentials.
Definitely, your mediums are really essential, so they are a really good price this hour.
So stock up now while we're getting a good price.
Definitely.
Don't run out and then have to pay full whack for them.
Yeah.
Going to talk about the tape, because this is Easy Lift tape. Now, if you've not seen this before, let me explain. I know most crafters have, but just for the benefit of anyone maybe new to crafting, you'll see that you've got a central column of glue, the adhesive, but to the sides there's none there. So what it means is when we stick that down, that side, both these sides, lifts up. So we can easily peel off, because there is nothing more frustrating crafting when you lay down some tape and you're scratching and you can't get it off, and then you're using a little pokey tool, and
yeah.
We've all been there, right?
Yes, yes, yeah. So I love the finger lift tape, and there's 2 different sizes there, I believe. Really good, especially if you do struggle with a pokey tool or eyesight or whatever. It's a lot easier to use.
So we are getting the 2 different sizes, so your 6mm and your 12mm. Matting, layering.
Everything, everything you can use that for.
Could we use it for construction?
You could, but if you are doing construction, I would personally recommend the red liner.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot stronger.
Yeah, and there's some projects where you do need to use. But you know what, I'd also be using the finger lift technique, so if you want to sprint some glitters on there as well.
Yeah, really good for putting down and then just rub your finger over with some glitter. Sticks to it straight away.
$14.99 your price, but can we just have a moment to soak in those savings? That is a better than half price saving. $16.89 saving. I know. $14.99 your price there. 620-386 your item number. So Mel's bringing us all these mediums, but now we're going to need projects to obviously get the most out of them. Look at the size of, when Crafty Devils do tags, they do tags. These are your super-sized tags, shaped artboards, $12.99 your price, saving £7, and we're getting 7 of those. And Mel, I'm right in saying that each one of these is a project in itself.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Really good for your mixed media, your inks, your stamping.
Well, anything you want to throw at MDF, it will take. So stamping, perfect.
Yes.
We can gesso over this if we want. We can paint it. We can use our inks. Papers.
Yes.
Rice papers. So, I mean, stencils. Everything you have in your stash will work there. So what I like to do with an artboard. And this is where I started. So when I first joined Hochanda, you might learn a technique and employ it into a card. Looks fantastic. Take that same design, that same principle, and just apply it onto an artboard, and then you've got something you can hang up as a little work of art in your home.
Yeah, definitely. A tag scrapbook page.
Oh, now
look really good.
That's great.
Yeah.
All you need is a cute labradoodle to stick on the scrapbook page. Where would we find one of those?
Or a cockapoo.
Or cockapoo. Oh, Yanis, I'm sorry. Carl's going for Bentley. I'm so sorry. He's a cockapoo. All right, now, £12.99 your price here, 221-716 your item number, and you're saving £7. Hope Bentley forgives me.
Oh, I'm sure he will.
Right, we're going to move on. So we've got something that will complement the tags, the larger supersize very well. So here, these are your large tags. And I'm just going to show you. I mean, these are large, right? That's large. That gives you an indication of the super large, the difference there. But I like the large tags, nice size. I'd be inclined to use these as maybe an album.
Tag album.
Yeah, the front and back of a tag album.
Yeah, that's what. Or especially if you're using photographs and things, have a little MDF album. Just use one of the rings or a few nice ribbons in the top of it. I just think it's a really nice gift.
And you get an awful lot here. So you're getting 10 of the extra large tags, £9.99 your price, saving £10. So you get an awful lot of MDF here. You are getting a half price savings, so do take advantage of that. Right, we're going to move on. We've got some masking paper. So masking paper, we do a lot of masking here. Now, is this the case that it peels back, or we're just masking? How would we work with it?
So you would stamp on it and then peel it off, so it does peel off, and then stick it on your card or your project to layer up your stamps.
So often here at Hochanda, we see masking used, techniques used, and sometimes the thing is, sometimes you might get a mask with a project or a stamp set. A lot of the times you don't. I'm just thinking sometimes Clarity do offer some masks for certain stamps here, but so many stamps I have in my collection, I don't have any masks for. Being able to make your own is a game changer, and that's just being able to stamp on, cut it out. And if you have a stamp, would this die cut? If you have a If you have a stamp and die cut duo as well, even easier.
Yeah.
But I really, something like this, I'm really conscious of that. And any regular viewers will know, I very, very rarely say need with anything but this is something where, just speaking of my own personal experience, you do need, because it does make a difference.
If you're building a scene, it's a definite must. And what I also would like to say is that it's not just a one use. You can use it. I think I've got one piece that I'm on my 5th go with it.
Oh, brilliant.
So what I do is I stamp, and then a little tip is to stick it onto your stamps are on like a acetate. Stick your masking tape on that acetate behind your stamp, so that you know it's there and you've got that one already, and then just peel it off and put it on your project again. So about 5 times I've used mine.
That's such a good, I wouldn't have thought to stick it onto the acetate of the stamp. That's genius.
Yes.
Really clever, because then you know it's there. But no, very good. Great tip. £9.99 your price there, 133994 your item number. I'm going to move on to coasters. I find coasters such a lovely project to do, but the best part of it is at the end you've got something that's really usable. You can never have enough coasters.
No, especially in my house, I will give you a look if you put a cup on my table without a coaster.
I can imagine it, Mel.
Oh, I'll give you a look. Mark quite often gets the look. But no, coasters, and brilliant. So you can decorate them with any of your mediums, any of your papers to match your decor.
Well, all right, now let's just think about this. Because you are getting, how many are we getting on here?
30.
30 is just ridiculous for £9.99. I would be making these as gifts, so say 6 per friend, or however you want to break that down. But where I really like to do this is papers in your stash, and we've all got papers, and there's no judgment here, that you just have, you hoard, you stroke, you look at.
Oh, you can't cut.
Yeah, you can't cut. So, okay, now, I understand that, but imagine those beautiful papers that you've got in your craft room. You get to see them every day and enjoy them and let other people see them as well. And it's the simplest thing in the world. Stick down, sand off, and you're pretty much done there.
Yeah.
Would you protect them with
I would use a sealant on them. And also with our art boards, so you could, the A4 art boards could be a placemat, a matching coaster with the coasters.
All right. That would look amazing.
Oh, especially like in the garden for in the summer. Picnic
Really
coasters.
personal. I'm just thinking about all those different techniques that we can then employ onto it. And that is just a lovely little project to do. So personalise it, make it your own. But it's coasters, you will never, ever, ever go wrong. And you can never have enough there. At $9.99 your price for 30. Actually, wait one sec. Can I just show you something? Look at all of those. Just ready. You are getting 30 in total. If you do want to pop those into your basket, now's the time, and they are busy. $9.99 your price there, saving £10. 567987 your item number. Now, these ornaments, I'm thinking again, if you wanted to put some string through and do something really, really special, and with the stars, that takes you through all year. I think obviously nice at Christmas, but I think all year round.
Oh yeah, definitely all year round. And I think they would make really nice ornaments in a memory tree.
Oh, that's nice.
Because we always think of our loved ones that aren't with us anymore as sparkly stars in the sky. A memory tree, especially at Easter, birthdays in the garden, a memory tree in the garden. I've got a beautiful tree in the garden, a copper birch in the garden, and they would just look beautiful hung from there for the summer.
Could put affirmations on there as well, so positive words. Good tip from Ben, our floor manager, or idea from Ben, our floor manager. He's considered a bit of a star here at Hochanda.
Okay.
So we could put this on his door. Ben is the only floor manager in TV history to have his own dressing room. $9.99 your price there. Saving time. He's got a bit of an entourage. A bit of a
has
celebrity,
he? Could be a sheriff's badge.
Well, there you go. Put it there. Hey, I'd happily wear that as a sheriff's badge. Like it. So details on your screen there. $9.99 your price, saving £10. 728630 your item number. We've got some papers for you. Let me just see. Wait to these. When you say paper, that's kind of teetering on cardstock for me. Well, GSM 160. So yeah, we kind of say cardstock. The balance, what, about 150, 160. You're entering into cardstock territory. Am I right?
Yeah, you can get some cardstock that's 160 GSM. Yes, definitely.
So that, I mean, we're describing it as papers, but it's definitely a heavyweight paper. We've got the
GSM.
Yeah, GSM. I'm sorry, do you know what? My brain this morning is not working. But let me just show you what you've got. Two different options. You've got the lined and you've also got the spotty, but look how many you are getting. This is the spotty. That's just ridiculous amount. For $9.99 Mel, and beautiful, beautiful colours. So for me, matting, layering, die cutting, construction, all of these, MDF, you would just use that.
Everything, and all the colours work together.
Yeah.
So they're more of a muted colour, so not really bright, but every single colour in that pack works with each other. So you're not going to have to worry about matching it up with a different cardstock or a different paper that you've got. They all go together really well.
Spotty and stripe as a design, having that design, it goes with everything too. You're talking about the colour works with everything, the design as well. We're just seeing here how all those colour tones really do blend beautifully together. $9.99 your price. You're picking whichever option you want between the spotty or the stripe, and just showing you. I mean, if you wanted to get both, you could, but say you're picking options. Look how much you're actually getting there. So an awful lot for your money. There's something about the spotty that I love.
I love the spotty, but the stripy, really good for men's cards.
That's a good shout.
Shirts.
Yeah.
Ties.
A very, very good shout.
Really good for men's cards.
$9.99 your price there. 439168 your item number. Now, if you do have any questions for Mel, we really would love to hear from you. studio@hochanda.com. I think enough from me. Should we start having a play? We're going to jump onto the website and then we're going to head to Mel. Lots more to discover on our website, so do have a little look. We've got so many mediums. I mean, wait 1 second. How much is that for the gilding flakes? $11.99 for 3 tubs. And look, they are huge, huge tubs of those. That is a very, very good price. Because so I've seen one tub of gilding flakes. You're looking at about £5 just for one.
Yeah.
That's Yeah, they're not.
They're jumbo flakes.
That's a really good price. But you've also got there the white, can I say, the white gesso, the chalkboard paint, really good. Also the 3D glossy effects as well. There's just so many things. And do take advantage. All the prices on the show are only for this hour, so please take advantage, because obviously it is a happy hour. Just got to tell you, the magnetic sheets, we are approaching 30% of the stock. We're 16 minutes into the show. You are getting 24 magnetic sheets for £22.99. So just for the storage alone, and I know so many crafters, we've got a vast amount of dies in our stash. Get them organised.
Well, if you've got 24 sheets and you're using them just for storage for your dies, you're going to be able to store over 100 dies on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that puts it into context.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of crafters are like, well, we're going to need to double up then. Or
Yeah.
We've got a lot more dies in my stash. So what are we going to play with then, though?
So I'm going to have a go at an artboard.
Okay.
Not done one before,
Nice.
but I do love scrapbooking, so I'm going to transfer my scrapbooking onto my artboard.
Love that. Yeah.
So,
Now, we have got the artboards on the show, and we've got the details on the screen. I mean, the savings on the show today are incredible. £20 saving, £14.99 your price, and you're going to get 24 pieces in total. Wow.
I think Mark was feeling very generous.
Very generous. Yeah. So you're using your gesso?
So I'm using my gesso because MDF is such a porous surface that your first layer is going to soak straight in there. So I don't want to use my lovely acrylic paints and everything that I've paid quite a lot of money for. I don't want to waste my first coat with them. So, and our gesso, it comes in a 500ml tub, and it doesn't have a screw lid. It's got a click-clack lid.
Nice.
And so you can hold it upside down, and nothing's coming out until you squeeze.
Perfect. Do you know what I like about that? It's the quality of the gesso, the fact that you have got the squeezable bottle, but also the price. Because I've seen gesso for £9.99, and typically you could be getting, what, 125 mil?
Yeah.